Well, guys, I got kicked out of that last stream. You know, I don't know how to reopen the same stream, so hopefully we can get everybody back in this side. We're also having an issue trying to bring up and install updates on Thinkorswim, so we got a lot going over here on this side, but I like to be here regardless every single day. So what we're going to do is we're going to start doing some chart analysis on my other account, which is our Trader View. And this thing's pretty nice, guys, so we can go through until we can actually get some updates and things happening on this. So I hope we didn't lose everybody on that stream. It seems like we had quite a few people in here and everything was going quite smooth. We want to keep this momentum rolling, guys, so if you're joining us now, I do appreciate your time. This is Dave. I absolutely love, and have a passion for everything stock market. So I do commentary every day, Monday through Friday, 8 until noon, as long as we don't have any internet interruptions, which I do apologize for. So if you're rejoining us right now, I do appreciate all your love and support. So let's go, baby. All right. I got a few more things I gotta catch up on. I gotta make sure everything's working properly. So if you'll just bear with me, I'll do my absolute best to keep the commentary rolling as long as we have something to talk about. So it looks like if I click on this vid, all right, cool. We are live. Things are looking good. We do have 2 people in here right now, so hopefully we can get the rest of this crew in here. And we can keep on keeping on, guys. It's crazy. Sometimes it's crazy what happens. But, you know, all you can do is adapt and overcome. So with what's going on today, guys, hopefully we can get this broker back up and running. Thinkorswim, I don't know what they want to do. It says that they're installing updates. It looks like I might have to call technical support on that one. So we'll give it a few more minutes. I even restarted my computer to give it a shot to see if it would help us out. But it is just, we're stuck on this screen, guys. We're stuck on this screen. It's all right. So we'll just go over a few things just while we're here, guys. We're going to take a look at the SPY. So SPY last night, craziness happened after we got off the stream. So at noon, we got off the stream around noon where it was still trading sideways around here. And I always talk about that 410 area. Okay, remember this 410 area? Look what's going on, this whipsaw action in that 410 area, right? And now we went all the way up to 416, and now we're coming back down to test that 410. All right, so what all this crazy movement was our Papa Powell, Jerome Powell, come out, and he had a few choice words to tell us. He was he wasn't saying anything to me personally. He was just reinstating all the things that he's already said. But it just seemed like the market was taking it so volatilely. Like the second we started to see a ramp up, everybody bought in. The second we started to see a sell off, everybody sold out. And then the second ramp up was also pretty quick, but at least it was slowed, sustained buying power here, you know, rather than this whipsaw action. This will get you hurt. So I did take a few trades. I added into SoFi yesterday, guys. Oh, looks like our Thinkorswim is up. Let's see. I hope. Respectfully hope, right? Alright, so. Gotta love technology and internet outages. It's so true. Yeah, it looks like we lost everybody too, unfortunately. But no big deal. We'll adapt and overcome every single day. We're going to adapt and overcome, guys. Every single day. We will adapt and overcome. I don't care what it takes. I don't care how long it takes. But we're going to kick some butt. We're going to do this. So, hopefully we can get this link back out here in a timely manner so that way everybody's not... Stream got kicked due to internet issues. Join back up. Let's make some money. We got the baby breaking in, so it might get a little loud for the rollers here. All right. you guys want to go over these trades really quick? We can wait. We can wait a few more minutes before we go over those trades. We still got some time to see if we can't get these peeps back in here, baby. Yeah, you know, this is all part of it. This is all part of like learning to overcome and adapt. You know, how to get back on stream, how to bring up the same stream if there were an outage on that stream. You know, it's tough. It's tough. It's all a learning experience for everyone. And, yep, we're going to try and shut this door so we don't get too many interruptions from this guy. There we go. Everything with a crutch. Everything with a crutch, baby. So, all right, we're gonna head to Facebook. And let's see what's going on, guys. Let's see what's going on. We're gonna get this posted. All right. We'll write in here, don't mind this morning's internet outage. We are still commentating and kicking butt. Alright. Alright, what's going on, guys? Who do we got in here? I want to give a shout out. We got two people in here. Carly Worrell, my beautiful and lovely wife. Hopefully, one day if the stream really starts popping off, she will be the one I get mad at when we have internet outages. When we have internet outages, I can say, hey Carly, what the heck? This is your fault somehow. But no, just kidding, guys. Yeah, let's take a look at DT. I'm gonna end up going over DT a few times today, just because they had an offering up here, and it's funny because you know we had that big sell-off and that big push-up, big buy, and it was sitting at 48 right at the top here, and then the company does this. They go out and they do an offering, which if the SEC and I don't know if I should say usually, but most of the time if they're doing an offering, the SEC allows it, and the offering gives them a certain amount of shares that they can dump and dilute right back in the company. So me being in DT and then seeing this big drop off, I said, what the heck's going on? 45.75, we were at 48 just before we closed, you know? So I took a look at the news, and sure enough, it says right there in the news that they had a public offering trading lower after the company announces prices of a proposed 15 million shared public offering by the shareholders. So they're doing a 15 million public offering, which is just absolutely crazy. Not that that's any more or less than any other public offering, but just the simple fact that they do have this public offering. You know, they were doing well. They did well on earnings. They're gapping up. They actually showed, you know, proof of concept, and then they dilute their shareholders. Now, this can be a good thing and it could be a bad thing. It's definitely a bad thing if you have money in this market. If you're diluting your shareholders, the money that you have into this company isn't worth nearly as much anymore. All right, but they could, if they were a decent company and the CEO knows what he's doing, they're going to take that money and they're going to actually use that towards the businesses and towards upgrading their buildings and their platforms and their whatever structures they have, whatever softwares they have. They're going to do their absolute best to update that and keep it going. So we got 1 hour till market open, guys. 1 hour till market open. Delicious. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't mess up like the YouTube algorithm or something like that, because when you look, you got, if you like go to your videos and stuff, and I've watched a few videos that actually said like, hey, don't delete any of your, videos or anything like that, because it could mess up like the YouTube algorithm and all this crazy stuff. So, you know, hopefully it just doesn't do anything. And what I really need to do is not give it much thought at all, just because, man, it's not going to help me out now, and it's nothing that I'm in control of now. So I just got to absolutely just stick to it, and keep kicking butt and keep trying to bring you the best commentary that I possibly can. So let's keep taking a look at everything. We got EVAX up here on the gap up scanner. We got LIXT breaking down. Microsoft still trying to hold those gains. So it's gapped up. It closed at 26.92. And let's see. I gotta see what the old Oracle Herald's got to say. But yeah, now it's trading at 2070.22. So, oh yeah. All right, guys, we got Nvidia. Nvidia looks like it's trying to hold its gains. We're starting to see some wicks off that green, red to green. We talked about red to green before. This right here is where it closed. Okay. So this right here is going to be the line that this is going to try and fight to stay above, and it might just peel below it, but that is a resistance area that people do play and look at. We got AMD still holding some many of its big gains. So Meta, if you guys were on stream yesterday, Meta, I actually took that break into the high there. Took that break into the high, small share size. We're just holding on to this, letting this trade a little bit higher, getting some gusto. AEHR. So AEHR on stream yesterday, I was actually talking about how if AEHR does come up through and break this area, then I'm going to want to get in, right? And it was also just sitting on this 10-day moving average. And it was getting pretty tight, okay? Pretty tight. Not crazy tight, but pretty tight. And this thing, I absolutely love AEHR. I've been watching AEHR for years, just watching it go. And I've taken a little bit of money out of here, but not nearly as much for the conviction that I had in AEHR. It's a beautiful trade, this one here, but this was in on the Papa Powell talking because the market was taking off. And when I seen it just take off and then get a huge sell-off, I was going to use this low a day here in order for my stop out. But when volatility's screaming that way and you're on small share size, you can afford to kind of hold out. You see these rubber band effects, you know, you're going to see something usually pan out. So if this thing continued lower and broke this low, that's why I made this here for just kind of a reference for me. If it would have broke here, I definitely would have gotten out because I don't see much of a return. But this here breaking up and then responding with a big whipsaw back and another slow buy up, I was pretty happy to see that. Now in the after hours we have some crazy moving, and also in the pre-market we're starting to see some illiquidity just like we have in previous days. So nothing to really think about here. We just want to see if it's going to break from this this descending triangle. Okay, see how it bumps up and now it's coming down. It's a descending triangle, and if we can bump up and get past that, we're going to be looking a lot better. All right, we got 4 of you watching now, guys. I really appreciate you guys being here. Hit that like and subscribe button. Help the YouTube algorithm out. Let's get some more viewers in here. We had quite a few people in here before the channel actually fizzled out. Unfortunately we had internet issues. We're gonna do our best to keep that from happening. Maybe I restart the modem every day. I'm not 100% sure about that, guys, but I'm gonna do my absolute best to bring you the best content that I personally can spit out, regurgitate to you, show you a little bit of love, show you some knowledge about the stock markets, and hopefully give you a better overall view of the markets and understanding of what you can or can't do. Hopefully you can find an edge. If you can abstract an edge just by me pointing out some of these things. If I say, hey, look, ARRY, these are the things I'm looking at, here's why, and you're taking a look at this, you said, hey, look, I see this uptrend, I'm looking at this and I like it, and it's coming down here and it's sitting on your risk, and you're finding the proper risk reward for that, you might find a trade in this. I don't personally see a trade in this now, but I'm just saying for my commentary, that's what I hope to bring to you. I hope to bring some stocks that maybe you didn't know about, some stocks that weren't in your wheelhouse, and you can take a look and abstract an edge from that. So I want to take a look at AI here. So in order for AI to get a higher push up, guys, this is its first push here. I'm hoping it comes back down and trades sideways, catching one of these moving averages, either the 10, the 20, or the 30, which looks like these got switched back around. So we're going to make our 30 is yellow, just so you keep that in mind. And then we want the red. We want the red on our 21 and our yellow we want on the 30. And guys, these are just kind of parameters to tell me where the stock is trading, because every stock's going to be a little different. They're all going to trade in different areas. But if I know where the 200-day moving average and I know where these 10-day moving averages are on the daily, then I know where and what I want to be looking at. All right. So with this AI stock, like, this can be juicy, guys, but we need some time for it to digest all of this move. This is a huge move here, so we need some time to digest this 159% move. Hopefully it doesn't give back more than half of it. If it can hold more, over half of its gains, and it can kind of ride this 10-day moving average and get real tight, that's where I'm going to look for a nice breakout pattern. Something that we can buy, we can really hold and ride, baby, ride, baby, ride. Yeah, so DT, guys, like, this is going to open. It's going to end up stopping me out. That's okay. We've already made our money on this trade. This trade was a beautiful trade. We got in right at this break. We took out 50 shares here, 50 shares here, brought our stop up to break even. And then we took another 50 shares here after the third day to help protect our capital that we've already gained. And then it ran up here in the at the end of the day yesterday. Okay, we were very happy, very excited about that. Right after, what happens? They decide to just dilute the heck out of the company and sell millions and millions of shares. Now, did they sell all those millions of shares right now? I doubt it, because this thing probably would have dropped a lot further. But it's the fact that they filed for a public offering, meaning they filed to the SEC to basically ask, hey guys, we're running low on money. Can we just get a bunch of fake shares that we can dilute our shareholders with? And that's exactly what happened. Now, they could use that money that they're gaining. They could use that to to better themselves, to put more money in infrastructure, or to buy newer technologies, or to buy some AI to help increase their profit marketing and boost this thing up. They could do all that, but will they? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. Granny Ranny is in the building. Good morning, Grandma. I'm going to actually take a quick second out. We're going to give you a cheers. I know that you're drinking your coffee, and you're drinking it just like I am. Black. Black, just like the Lord intended. Black coffee matters. Absolutely. Everybody adds all these creamers and all this crap in their coffee, and then you need it. Then you need to add those creamers. You need to doctor up your coffee. You got to add those sugars. And I ain't talking down on you. Hey, I like a little sugar in my coffee. And I do like some Starbucks from time to time. But you keep adding all that sugar, you're going to keep wanting all that sugar. And then you'll see me licking my teeth all day on the live stream because I got sugar coated. All right, back to the task at hand. Let's take a look at SPY, see how it's doing. So we want to make sure that SPY is holding some of these gains. All right. Of course, 410 is the ideal level of where we're going to see things trading at, and I have that marked in white here. Okay, see how we bounced up, and I talked about this area. I talked about it for a long time. This 410 has been bouncing its head back here in previous days from December on both the 14th and the 1st. It's bouncing its head. It come back up here, bounced again, came back down, and then build up and blew through higher and found this 420, which is our next one, right? This is our next. Hey, Stu, good morning. Good to see you. Yeah, we had a little bit of technical difficulties on the first stream, on the first run. So Stu, I found my first kind of issue, and it kind of was cool to see how I dealt with it. The wife really helped me out. She started unplugging and plugging things back in after we went down. That's not the reason why we went down. But I'm going to have to look up and see if there's a way to reactivate a stream after you've ended it, if you can reopen it back up and stuff like that. So that way we don't get things discombobulated or messed up. But I'm really grateful because that actually could have happened when during peak, like during 11 o'clock, that could have went down. And when we got 15 to 20 viewers in here and we see things going down at peak hours, we don't want to lose these guys, So I'm happy you guys are here at morning prep. This is the best time to be in the market. It really is morning prep. We have, we have less than an hour now before market open. So we're going to go through some of the things that I do before market open. So when I sit down, the first thing I do is I take a look at SPY. SPY has 500 stocks in this that are constantly getting circulated out, that are constantly getting swapped out for taking out the worst, putting in the best, and they're constantly bringing it in. So it's stocks from all over the world. All right, and when you have that, you can get a better understanding of the market with our highest flying names or our best companies per se to be added into this 500. Now this S&P 500 over the past, I want to say 90 to 100 years has brought back an average of 7%. So that's another big reason why we watch this, is because if the market's not doing good and the best of the best stocks aren't doing very good, then you'll come to find out that the stocks that you're in probably aren't going to do so well unless you're trading a small cap. If you're trading a small cap, then that doesn't follow the market very well. I could bring you a small cap. Like, look at EVAX. We have this huge morning gap up. It's up. Let's see. It was up 47%. Okay. Well, this was moving up 47%. The stock was trading down and sideways. Like, this thing didn't move. And that's because this is a small cap, okay? We can look up the float on it and we could really see how small it is, but, it's nothing that I'm really too concerned. We actually seen QUBT. We had this on our watch list not too long ago. We were keeping an eye on this, but we've seen a huge sell-off after it met some resistance up here. This huge sell-off is now met by a small dead cat bounce. When I say dead cat bounce, I'm talking it's already had its moves. Look at big move, big move, big move, big move. These are like dead cat bounces where it's just bouncing and it's coming down, bouncing, coming down. So CJ Euclid says, best of luck today. Can't watch too long from work. Haha. Yeah, hey, look, I know a lot of you can't watch from work, but I still appreciate you popping on, saying hi, showing that love. Sometimes what I would do at work, and this is what helped inspire me, is I would just throw an earbud in. I wouldn't even actually be watching a lot of the commentary. I would just be listening to any little snippets that might get popped up about, patterns, or, the SPY is trading at 413.29, and if you can just have in your head where that is in correlation of the actual stock market, and you look at it overall picture, we know that 420, for trading closer to that magical number of 420, then we're doing overall better, and we're trying to push higher in the market, as to where if we're trading around 410, then we know we're going lower. So if you hear me with your earbud in your ear, and I say, hey, we're trading at 413, you know that we're trading closer to that 410 area, and we opened up, and if you know where we opened, so we're opened up, we closed at yesterday at 415, okay? So we want to make sure that hopefully we can, respectfully when I say that, hopefully, we can get above that, 420 area, and we can first get above this red to green area, which is that 415, okay? So we're going to see. So with this market prep, that's just where I start. I start with the SPY. I look at the SPY. I love the SPY. The SPY. I do not despise the SPY. So let's go through my trades really quick. So JSPR is just trading sideways. We are on the third day Yesterday was the third day, and it came right back down to where we bought it in at. We're still at the breakout area, but just like some other stocks, I will not get out of this until it closes below this 10-day moving average or below my buy-in point. Will be after I take profits. All right, so right now this is my stop off point, and I'm not changing it. SKYX, we had that beautiful buy in here and that beautiful continuation that traded all the way back up to 450. Then it traded sideways for most of the day, and I left you about here when it was trading over VWAP. Since then, it's just piddled right down. It's just given most of it back. So no big deal, guys. That's just part of it. But if we can hold on to this for one more day, I'll be able to take half of my profits and bring my stop loss up to break even. But for now, as of for today, I'm just leaving the trade go. We're letting it go on that small share size. So let's go ahead and take a look at Meta. Meta, oh, beautiful trade. So guys, you were in chat when I took this yesterday. I drew this this descending triangle pattern right here, and when it broke out, I told you guys that when it breaks out of this area, and I even had this drew up more kind of like this, remember guys, and then it broke up through here, and I said, oh, we could probably move this, and I was just showing you like it's all relative. You can put these damn lines wherever you want. You can put them wherever you want, guys, but it's for you. Okay, so if I put these up, it's for me. It's helped me have a better understanding. So when I open this up the next day and I look at this, I can say, oh yeah, I was playing a descending wedge pattern, and so when it breaks up through this, that's why I got in here. So that way, if I see a big wick down and I go, oh gosh, I'm losing money. Well, no, that's my buy-in area. That's okay. We know this buy-in area is strong. Where's the next buy-in area? 185. If you guys remember me saying, I keep talking about that 185 on Meta. It's very strong. Every time it would come down, it would test and it would get bought up. Okay, so when I see this descending wedge formation and it's getting tighter to that 185, of course, when I see it start to break out, there's a lot of people standing behind me with $185 shares, and they're going, we want it to go higher too. We want it to go higher too. So they're my support. They're supporting me. They're ushering me on to take that trade, right? So I found my risk first. My risk was below 185. I don't want nothing to do with this stock. After it broke out, I decided to get in, and now I'm waiting on my reward. My reward is going to be what? When I play these breakout trades, I'm looking for a very obvious few things. One, I want to know where my risk is. Two, I want to make sure that I'm in this trade for as long as I possibly can to extract as much as I possibly can on these breakout trades. So now that I'm in it, my whole goal is to stay in it for a day. We've been in it for one day. At market open, it'll be one day that I'll be in this. So that's the first goal. The second goal, okay, on this is to hold on to this for another 3 to 5 days. After 3 to 5 days, depending on that third day, I might take half my profits on the third day. I might take half on the fifth day. But usually it's on the third day just because we're in an overall market that's just now letting off of its gas pedal to the downside, okay? We're just starting to see, if you guys look right here, we're just starting to see it pop its head out of the water right now, okay? So I don't fully trust it, okay? I want it to. I respectfully hope that it goes higher for your 401ks, for your Roth IRAs, for my own sanity. I would really like to. I'd really like to see this go higher. So that's my conviction in this trade. That's why I took this trade, and we took it on relatively small share size. So we're up, 2 coffees, maybe one Starbucks cold brew. If you're gonna tip them, that's what we're up right now. But it's no big deal. We are in this for the bigger picture. Okay, I'm either going to stop here in the next 3 to 5 days, or I'm going to wait until this 10-day moving average catches up, guys, and takes us higher, okay? And I might be in this. I hope I'm in this for months. I hope we look back on this and you guys go, oh, wow, he took this trade months ago. I was there. I remember. And that was in live chat yesterday. I do it for you every single day, Monday through Friday, 8 till 12. As long as we don't have internet issues, I will be here giving you the absolute best commentary you could possibly get. And if you, let me get this crutch out of the way. If you like anything that I'm bringing you, if it is entertaining to you, if it brings you any self-satisfaction or joy, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Go ahead, hit that like button. We started this chat, we started off this morning with 54, actually last night when we quit, when we ended the live stream, we ended up with 54 subscribers, guys. I woke up this morning, I took a look, we're up to 67. 67, look at that, right there it is, 67. 67, guys. My goal is to get 100 by the end of next week, and I think we can do that. I think if we keep this motion, we keep this awesome spirit, this awesome commentary up, we can keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. All right, I'll let the music play. All right, let's go through BBBY. Let's see how that's doing. Well, we all kind of know what's going on with BBBY, right? It's a failing stock. But here's the crazy thing. If it can't break down from this area, if it cannot break down from this area, I don't think it's going to trade sideways forever. So we're getting some weird stuff. A push up, a breakdown, a build up, another push up. They offered, they did do another offering into their shareholders right here. And sold back off, and it sold off even more, but now it's just lingering here. So this could be a distribution where this, boom, it just, you short sale and you make your money on the downside, or this thing could really build up, because I have this little thing here, let me bring it up. It's to calculate short interest inside of a stock. So here, I'll put this in front of you guys so you can see it. So it's called short squeeze. Okay, it's real simple, and then you just put in here BBBY, and if you scroll down here, it'll say the increase and decrease of what it is, what it's going on, and it'll usually tell you right here the short percent interest of the actual stock. And this here, it's not showing us. So we'll go to Meta just so I can give you a better one. It doesn't show all of them. But most of them it has. So why it's not showing BBBY, I don't know. But this is Metastock platform. This is Metastock. And it's got 1.9% to the short side. So we know anything above 20, 25, 30, I would consider a really good stock. Like a really good stock candidate for short squeezing. Okay, and if you don't know what short squeezing is, I mean, they had wow, yeah, if you guys don't know what short squeezing is, I'll give you the example, because everybody knows AMC. Okay, even if you're not an investor in any type, you've heard about this. Okay, this is the squeeze. This is the squeeze that I was around for. GME, I think, was the original squeeze. Okay, this was the original stock that got everybody excited. Look at this, guys. I mean, we're talking in a matter of days, this thing jumped 2,584%. That's nuts. That's a squeeze. That's because all these huge bankers in this thing, they were trying to short this thing. They were trying to hedge their companies because they seen GameStop as a dying stock, right? So they just loaded up on the shorts, and then they got squeezed. They all had to get out. And so when they got out, it just ramped this stock up. So that's a short squeeze. So when I say, hey, there's short interest in some of these stocks, right here, BBBY, I mean, they could be building up their short interest here. And those shorts, when they start to get squeezed, meaning people start buying in and they're losing money on the short side, they have to exit. When they exit, it counts as a buy for the stock. So a short sale is only prolonged buying for the stock. And it's good. You need short sales in a stock, but you don't want to see it overdone. Oh, you do want to see it overdone if you're looking for that squeeze, right? But as a shareholder, you're hoping people don't short the stock and take a lot of your earnings from you. So let's take a look at Snap. Snap's still holding around those ties. Crazy enough, though, when Meta broke out, Snap didn't break out, but it's still forming this descending wedge pattern. But I really thought with the market breaking out and Meta breaking out that Snap would have a little bit higher push, but it is still digesting this area. It's push off of, it's breakdown and it's buy off of this earnings, ramping back up and bumping its head right here on this 200-day moving average. So let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla, now we've been over Tesla quite a few times, guys. We know for an absolute fact that Tesla, beautiful Tesla, when it knows, when it starts hitting those highs and it starts running, we know it can continue to run. All right, we know this thing can really, really run. So we know it's sitting up at that 200 area, and it keeps bumping its head. That's a psychological area back from December, okay? And now it's not a psychological, that's a technical level back from December. That $200, it bumped its head on it once. But now it's considered a technical and a psychological level, okay? $200 is very meaningful in this stock. People see 200 and they think, oh man, it's never going to get past this, or oh man, if it gets past this, I'm buying up. That's where I'm at today. If Tesla stock breaks 200, I'm looking for 2 trades in this. One, the breakout. I'd like to get a few shares on the breakout. And the second one is the pullback. So I'm going to try and get half my share size in the breakout, and then I want to add to it if after it breaks out, it pulls back and retests that $200 area. That's where I want to get in more shares. And if you guys are here for it today, I'm actually going to take a decent size on it because I have a very high conviction in this, okay? Now, this isn't for you. This isn't buy, sell recommendation. This isn't for you to take. This is for your entertainment. I'm only doing this for my account and for your entertainment, okay? So if you see this break out and you see it before I do, alert me in the chat, and hopefully I don't miss my trade, and we'll make some stinking money on this. And I'll do it live for you in front of you, just like I do every day, Monday through Friday, from 8 until 12. And I just got a little notice, guys. We just hit that 70. So we just went from 67 when I wrote it up this morning. We're already up to 70 subscribers, guys. If I'm providing you any kind of value, any kind of content that brings you happiness or joy, if you're learning anything, I want you to hit that like and subscribe button. This is Lo-Fi Trading, where we always revert back to the mean. If we get too excited, we always kind of bring it down a notch, because if you're too excited, you're making wrong decisions. And we know that from everything from athletic sports all the way down to taking the tests to disciplining your children. You cannot ever get too excited about any of this, guys, because if you do, you will make mistakes. Okay? And I know first and foremost because I'm a dad of 3 amazing boys. 3 amazing boys, guys. I love it. All right, so let's change this number to 70. Woo! Nothing but progression. And I tell you, I was really worried this morning because of the internet outage. And everybody that I sent that link out to, so it's, I sent it out to, 50, 100 people, whatever. And it just kind of stinks because they just did not, if they click on it, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. So we're going to keep on keeping on. I'm just happy, guys. I'm just happy that we still have a beautiful viewer base, some amazing subscribers, and this awesome channel that I get to come to every single day, Monday through Friday, 8 till 12, to commentate on. It's not often you guys get this. It's not often. I'm sorry. I mean, technically, that's a true statement, too. You guys don't always get this, right? Live commentary on the stock market, well, somebody puts it on the line for you. I mean, I looked for it. There's not many people doing it like me, and I'm doing it raw. I'm doing it first take, right? It's live. If I mess up, you're going to see it, and we're going to laugh together. So let's carry on, guys. We got 30 more minutes till market open. Let's see what we can do here. We got a little bit of everything going on today, guys. So I want to make sure we run through this list here. Let's check out ZYME, still bouncing off that trend. Remember this breakout trade that I told you guys I wanted to take, but we missed it. It was already up here, and I said I'm not chasing that, and I didn't. And sure enough, we had this beautiful move. And it's still trading on its downward descending triangle. CDIO looks like it had this nice bump up. I would almost look at this as like a day 2 trade, even though it'll be technically day 3. I would look for this thing to kind of pop up into this area because of its high liquidity. And if this pops up and we don't see any liquidity in pre-market, and this thing pops up, it might run into this 250 area and then get sold off. So because I said that, we'll come back to CDIO and take a look. But these are some of the, these are some of the trades that other people look at that I have taken trades on. But as of lately, I haven't been taking a lot of gap up shorts. Okay, I just haven't. Gap up shorts are really, really popular when you get these huge run-ups, you know, and in the back there's huge resistance, you know, and I have went over some of these trades before. I do have a few of these in here, but let's see. Let's just take a look. BYSI. Yeah, I was in. This is a beautiful breakout trade. BYSI. So here's the thing with BYSI, okay? And I was in, and I ended up getting out on that consolidation. We went over this a few times, but just to help like reiterate what I said when it comes to looking back at the daily and looking for that high volume. So right here, this looks good, and if this is all you're looking at, you're good. But let's say you're in this stock and you're thinking it's gonna just never stop. It's gonna go up and clear and get higher than where it originally traded at $33. Well, look, guys, if we zoom in back here, look at this volume. We have 83 million shares traded here. And where did they trade the most? Let's just add VWAP to this study so we can see it. We're going to add VWAP to this study, apply. This purple line here is where the most average traders, the most money has been solidified from this area, okay? So if I mark this at this 2550 area, and we come back over here, and this thing just goes skyrocketing, okay? And you're up just so much stinking money because you're up here in the 20s and you bought 10 shares, okay? And you're thinking, oh, this thing's gonna go even higher, and you keep adding into it. I guarantee if this BYSI ever makes it up here, you can quote me on this. I can almost guarantee you're going to see something happen here. All right? Unless it gaps up overnight on no liquidity, when this stock, if it ever gets back up to this area, we're going to see something happen. We're going to see it stutter, it stop, or it fail here. Because there's so much liquidity sitting here. I guarantee there's so many people that have thousands of dollars wrapped up in the stock that they bought it there, that when it gets back up to that top, they're going to want to sell. They're not going to want nothing to do with the stock because they've already had sweaty hands the whole stinking time. All right? So don't be that guy. Know your risk. That's why I always talk about risk, guys, because you don't want to be one of those guys. Right here is EVAX, just kind of going over exactly everything I just talked about. If we just go back from 2 or 3 weeks ago and we mark this VWAP, that's highly volatile area, look at this, guys. We can even mark this one too. This isn't nearly as volatile. We could mark this one too. I think we'll just do it. But this is kind of a higher volatile area, is about right here in this VWAP area. So if we go back to the stock now, all right, let's go back here. Oops. And we look at this, and we're just pulling these off the VWAP areas where we see the most liquidity. Okay. And we come back over here, we take a look, and look, this is where it's seen the most. It came up here, it touched, look at that big wick. Came up here and touched, big wick, pushed through, wick. Now it's trading lower. Is this thing going to form a base and break out through higher and higher volume? It could. It very well could. But you never know. You absolutely never know what's going on. That's why you always need to know where your risk is in mind. If you were getting into a trade like this, you'd probably pick a psychological area like $2.50. You might pick $2.70, but you're not going to pick $2.50.25 or $2.50.53. You know, let's know where your cutoff is on this. So if you're shorting the stock, you need to know where your cutoff is, somewhere up here, usually the high of day. Tesla is just looking so beautiful. I really like this. It's broke its pattern. It's still trading sideways. It still made it through all that FOMC meeting bull crap. So, yeah. All right, guys. Let's get a sip of coffee in us, and let's go over. Oh, let's go over my trades. I feel like every time we get to them, I always get sidetracked. So JSPR is just trading above the recent buyout breakout area that I took 3 days ago. SKYX is breaking down, but we're still trading above its breakout buy area. Let's see. Meta, we already talked about Meta, and it's still looking strong in the pre-market. It looks like it's holding out and doing very, very well. Just gonna take a look here on the Discord. Oh yeah, things are looking nice, guys. Very, very happy. Very, very happy. We got plenty going on. Plenty going on. We're gonna keep this very, very exciting, very thorough. But we need to get through my trades. So, DraftKings. If you guys were with me the past couple days, I'm just waiting on this 10-day moving average to catch up to DraftKings. We are very well in the money here. We have our active share, or our average share size is $14.95. So we'll just say $15. It's up to $17.4 on 20 shares. Now, if you guys were with me, I'm still trying to get more shares in, but I'm not going to buy a breakdown. I'm not going to buy a breakout. I'm looking for the absolute most opportune time. And personally, to me, that's this 10-day moving average. This is where we seen it last time. That's where I bought it up last time. So next time, if this thing trades sideways for a couple of days and it wants to give me a better opportunity to get in, then so be it. If it's going to let me in, I'm going to get back in. Not back in, but more shares. Okay, so I'm just waiting. I don't care how long it takes. It can keep printing me, making me money. It can carry on and go higher if it wants to, or it can just trade sideways or come back down to this 10-day moving average. Either way, we have a plan for it, guys. We have a plan. We already talked about Tesla. We're waiting for that $200 break. We want that break. Let's go, baby. SPY looks like it's in a downtrend. It looks like it's going to open up below its closing price, but not by too much. XM, we're just still trying to hold its gains from that previous push here. If you guys remember, I got out half of my shares already right here, and then it just went skyrocket. Looks like Microsoft is getting a nice push to the high of days. It's trading at 273.17 currently. What a beautiful move for Microsoft. So SoFi, we're still in this downtrending wedge, this downtrending pattern, this down wedge. But I drew this downtrend line for you guys to see. We did add into it in this area. I think this is why I made this mark here, because we wanted to add, and I didn't add the full 25 shares that I wanted to at the time. What I ended up actually doing was adding just 10, because we didn't have that full conviction. We didn't have full conviction there, guys. I kept telling you I wanted to wait for it to get down to this 10-day moving average, but the way it started to curl off and break from this downward trend line, I decided I'm going to add in 10 more shares here. So we added 10 more shares in right here, and you know, I'm happy we did. Hopefully this 10-day moving average can still catch back up so I can get the last 15 shares in, and we can keep printing money on this thing. So it's looking good. I like it. So AEHR is a stock that I got in last night on the hype. I've been telling you guys I've been dying to get into HR, and it is showing, or AEHR, and it is showing this proof of concept when it comes to its its little pattern here. It's wedge. I don't know if I want to call these wedge or pennants or, you know, ascending triangles yet. They have so many different names. I keep stuttering on them, so I need to figure out exactly what I want to call these. Yeah, I really, there's so many, and that's the thing. Whatever I call it, it doesn't matter. It's what you want to call it. It's the same thing with like jiu-jitsu. Like, you can call a rear naked choke, you can call it a Monteleone, you know, you can call, there's more names than one for more different things. And it doesn't matter what the heck I call it. If you want to call it a wedge formation or a downtrending pennant, you can call it whatever you want, as long as you know what it is you're talking about, right? So, you know, we got this big push up and we have this wedge forming, and once this wedge breaks out, I'll be even happier. We don't want this thing close below its 10-day moving average, or I'm out. It's that simple. It's respected this 10-day moving average ever since this gap up on earnings. It's respected it, and now if it doesn't, then I'm not going to respect the trade, and I'm going to get out of it. Or better yet, I will respect the trade by getting out of it. All right. Microsoft still trying to test those highs of pre-market. Well above its closing price, though, trading at 272.77. We have NVIDIA at 224.55. AMD is trading at 86.25, looking like it's trading above its closing day. Amazon finally looks like it's showing some form of wanting to hold on here. And I told you guys about the psychological $100 moving at this $100 area, and it's looking. I can't lie, it's bouncing off this 21-day moving average, but it's still trading below its 200-day. I mean, it's hard for me to want to get in this, but I can see it building. I can see it building this base here and getting more traders in this area for it to carry higher. I can see that happening. Now, it only moves 3.8%, so it's not really that quick of a mover. And it's already making me yawn, so so we'll steer clear of that puppy. Hey guys, if you're just joining me today, I want you to have a better understanding of why I'm here. I have a passion for the stock market. I love to commentate on things. I love to announce, and that's what I'm doing here. I busted my knee doing jiu-jitsu, but it's probably one of the coolest things that's happened to me. It's given me time to relax, to focus on me, and really figure out what I want to do in life. And I really think I found it, guys. I want to do some form of commentation. And if I can do it here for you every day, Monday through Friday from 8 to 12, I'm going to do it until I can't anymore, because I love this. I love being here. It's so exciting that we turn on lo-fi music. We call it Lo-Fi Trader to help keep us calm, to help us keep reverting back to the mean, to make sure that we don't get too excited and start making bad decisions. So if you like any of this content or anything I just said, if it's meaningful to you or inspires you in any way, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Let's bring this 70 up. Who's going to be 71? All right, guys, let's keep on keeping on. Amazon, we're gonna really watch Amazon today, because I really feel like if it can break out of this area, I think it can continue higher. I mean, look at this area right here. This is a pretty tight area. We're gonna set our alert so we don't get too sidetracked from that. Let's take a look at Meta again. Meta's still trading at its highs. It's trying to open up, be above its previous closing day price. Okay, it is 9:13 right now, guys. 9:13. We have 17 minutes till open. If you know anybody, whether it's an uncle, friend, family member that might actually enjoy or find value out of this content, I encourage you to send this YouTube video out to them. Let's get them in here. Let's get like-minded people in here trading with us. Do it every day, Monday through Friday, 8 till 12, live, baby. Lay it right here on the line for you. Oh, Lucid? Yeah, Lucid. Guys, I brought up Lucid 2 or 3 days ago, and I kept saying how, like, this is just beautiful. This is beautiful. This thing looks like it could really take off here. And then the very next day, it gapped down. Didn't gap down. It just sold off. And it still caught this bid. It's still holding this area out, okay? And now it's trading in between these two areas. So you got a base here and a base here, and then you have this, well, I guess it didn't break out of this area, but it's trying to get up to that second base. So if it can hold off here and we can move up to this area, we have higher lows and we have more consolidation, which is creating a bigger buildup for a spring higher. So let's just go back to the short interest, because I am curious to see if Lucid does have a short interest on their stock. So guys, like I told you before, I just use everything that's free. You can find everything that's free. That's why I don't charge for anything, because you can find everything that I've learned, you can find on the internet. You can find on YouTube. No spoilers here, guys. I'm not going to make any money off you unless you support me. If you subscribe and you like and you share this video, that's how I get my support. That's how I'm going to eventually make money off this. But other than that, everything that I use, I don't pay for subscriptions. I mean, the only time I ever pay for anything would be for my broker, or my trading analytics that keep all my trades together to let me know how all my back testing is coming. So anyway, I typed in Lucid here on this free short squeeze website, and you can see right here, guys, the shortage percentage float, 34.32%. So I am putting this on high alert. This is a squeeze stock. This has a very big chance to squeeze, okay? How high can this thing squeeze? Well, you've seen that it's already squeezed once and it ran to this $18 area. What's going on in that $18 area? Well, let's zoom out, guys. Look at this. All this traded area is in this $18 area, okay? And look, it came right up to 1781. So it didn't hit a exact dollar mark, But I remember when this thing happened, it gapped up, and I'm pretty sure it halted. It halted when it gapped up, and then it just crapped the bed. Look, it right here, guys. Yep, came up. Look, it halts. I'm pretty sure that's a halt because then it's opening here, and then it tanks. So, and then this is another halt here. After it broke down, another halt, and then it opens up here. All right, and then it starts trading sideways. So its short interest has gotten me very, very interested in this. And if we can see some heavy accumulation, not accumulation, if we can see some heavy volume come in on these breakout areas, like this one here. I mean, if it breaks out right here, I'm going to want to take this trade. But I know my risk, okay? Do not get into a trade until you know your risk, okay? We cannot mess that up. I cannot orientate myself enough when it comes to saying that, guys, because if you don't know your risk, you don't know how much you could actually lose. All right, so let's just work this out. If I get in at $12 and I'm willing to risk this psychological $11, that's $1 per share. So how much am I willing to lose? If this comes down and touches 11, I am out of this stock, right? If it comes down and touches 11, I'm out. So how much I really want to know, because I don't want to sweat in this trade. How much am I willing to risk? $50? $100? No. I'm willing to risk on this bet maybe $10. And here's the reason why. Anything above $10 for me on this breakout squeeze trade, I can lose $10. But for it to have the ability to squeeze from 12 to, I don't know, let's say 13, that's a 1 to 2 risk reward. That's good. That's pretty good. If I had more room in this for it to go, which it might, it very well could. It's building up. It's going to bounce off that 10-day. We could have an even higher risk to reward ratio, but we won't know for certain until the future. So if I think I can at least abstract a 2-to-1 risk reward out of this, then this trade's a go. So my risk is $11. My buy-in is above this $12 area. And my goal for my first share size would be 15. And my next is to hold on for an even higher push. Okay. But even then, playing this breakout trade, how I normally would play these breakout trades, if it didn't have this overhead resistance, would be simply buy in and you're holding out just like every other one. You buy in and you're going to wait 3 days before you even touch this stock, or it's going to stop you out at your stop loss. All right. So we'll see when that comes, because we want to know how the overall market's doing when that does come. So I'm really excited for Lucid. Lucid's going to be one of our number one watches right here. BBBY, we're going to keep an eye on just because of the interest in the stock. There's lots of you crazy youngsters that like to bring up BBBY. I've seen that quite often. So that's cool. We're going to keep an eye on it. No big deal. We got 8 people in here now. I do appreciate all the love and support. Thank you for being here, guys. If you are watching anything, let me know what's going on in the chat, guys. Let's see what's going on. Howie says, "Morning, fellas." Hey, Granny. Yeah, Grandma's still in here. Let's go. She's our high-flying, high-buying, short stock trader. Granny Ranny is. So watch out, because she's throwing millions around, y'all. So 55 to 6 minute mark, good video idea, talking about risk and how much you are willing to lose. Heck yeah, Howie. I really appreciate you keeping an eye on stream and you picking those things out and putting them in our chat. Howie's doing some things where he's keeping an eye, and while he's learning, if he finds any snippets or anything like that, he's taking notes, so that way we can go back and make better videos about risk reward for you. So that's going to be our video in the after hours today. We're going to do a risk reward video for you. So great idea, Howie. I really, really appreciate you. You're really standing out. You're really helping out the business. So thank you. Let's take a look at AI. We're going to make sure we're looking up the things that we brought up in the description. AI is just trading sideways, and that's what we want. We want to see it continue to trade sideways until we can build up on this one of these moving averages, and then we can take off a little higher. CDIO is giving that little bounce that I was talking about. We're hoping it gets up into this 275 area, which is asking for a lot right now. But after it gets to the 275, we want to see it fading off. GNS, we talked yesterday about how this broke down. It broke down through its area, and then it consolidated and didn't trade off anymore. And now look, it's back up and it's trading in this area. So this might be one to just kind of like keep our eye on, keep an alert on. We'll obviously come back and revisit it. I want to take a look at DT. Yeah, so DT is going to stop us out today. Okay, if you guys are just joining me, DT is going to end up stopping me out today. Simply because the fundamentals of it. They had an offering. They literally took an offering out to dilute their shareholders. So if I had $5 and you had $5 and some random guy comes in and he goes, hey, I'm gonna add an extra $5, but I'm gonna give it to other people. Your $5 isn't worth $5 anymore. It's worth a lot less, right? Especially if we're all trying to buy the same thing. So that's what they did to me. I hope whatever kind of money that they're taking from their shareholders, I hope they use it well. I hope it benefits their company, and I hope it overall helps their investors. But as of right now, their investors, it's not looking good. They're not happy with it. They're selling off. And by morning open, I will probably also be out of this stock. So guys, if you're watching anything, go ahead and throw that in the chat. I'd like to see. I don't know exactly all the low floaters that are running today. Let's see. I did put them in the description though. Unfortunately, with the internet issue we had this morning, we might not be able to pull those up, but we're gonna do our best. Let's see what we put in the description here. So, AI Spy, BBBY. Yeah, that was not supposed to be the description. So I had to restart the stream, and I had to get this thing back up and running as quick as I could. And so I used a preset, one that was already saved. So unfortunately, we don't have the most interesting tickers in the description. And I'm not 100% sure, guys, if I can change the description or not while I'm doing this. But it would be pretty gosh darn cool if I could. And let's see, manage videos. Let's see, live. Yeah, let's try and edit while during live. Yeah, and we can here, so that's cool. So let's, what should we put here, guys? We're definitely say AI. We'll say $AI. What else? What else we got running? I know Meta's going to be a very interesting one, right? So let's get Meta down here. Let's get SECO, definitely. SECO in there. Let's get DK. We're going to put DraftKings in here just because it's popular. DKNG. And let's get this thing posted. Let's get this thing saved, huh? And let's see if it updates for you. So yeah, it looks like we can do updates on the fly. We can actively update everything. I can update the title. I can update. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty dang cool. So I'm pretty happy with it. So I hope you are too. So yeah, guys, we're up to 70 subscribers. We are on a roll. Can we get to 100 by the end of Friday? And I'm thinking we should do something where we if we get so many subscribers by a certain amount of time, I think I would like to do like an all-day stream, like whether it's a Friday or a Saturday or something, or even heck, I could do it on a Monday, but it'd have to be a very specifically very scheduled day, because I do unfortunately have a life outside of this that I gotta live, but while I'm here, I make the most of it. Love to be here. It's definitely my passion. So guys, we got 4 minutes and 22 seconds till morning open, so let's make sure that we are prepped and ready. First thing I'm gonna do is bring up the SPY. I'm gonna look at the overall SPY, and I'm gonna see how it's trading. So yesterday we had gains. Okay, it came back up. It started trading in that 416 area before it got sold off hard. Okay, it got sold off, and now we're trading at 413.35 on the SPY. SPY is trading at 413.35. Okay, that is looking really good right now. Really good, especially because we were trading that 410 yesterday, and it looks like it's gonna maybe want to come down and test that 410 area again. we don't know exactly what it's going to do, okay? So if we run through some of the indices, it looks like Meta's starting to get a small sell-off. Let's look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA looks like it's got a small sell-off. Amazon, AMZN. AMZN has got also a small sell-off right here, but you guys got to understand with AMZN, we want to see this thing base out around this $100 area. If it can't trade higher today, we hope it doesn't go any lower than this $100 area, because it's a very psychological area. And if this thing continues lower after bumping its head its third time on its 200-day moving average, we might see further downfall. Because Amazon being as big as they are, this kind of gives us a little insight to what's kind of going on out there, right? I mean, Amazon's huge, and if Amazon's not doing well in the market, you can assume that the overall market is going to struggle a little bit, right? So, that's good coffee. I'm glad I brought myself a little bit of extra coffee in here because I am a thirsty boy. Thirsty boy. Almost thirsty enough to be wearing a dog filter like on Snapchat. Speaking of Snapchat, let's take a peeky gander. Snapchat's still holding out at that 1216. It's still trading sideways after that breakout. You guys remember this breakout? I'm sure you guys remember this breakout. I didn't get in it because I would have been chasing. But I talked to you guys about this on stream. I think I left here around right here. It broke through, and I didn't see it. But I did talk about how if it came back and test, I would want to get some shares in. And I'm happy to see that this thing did come down and test this same area more than once, just like I've been talking about. And now it's kind of building these higher lows, and hopefully it has a continuation higher. And when I say hopefully, I mean very respectfully hopefully. Guys, we have 1 minute and 47 seconds. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. Things are about to get real ramped up, real exciting in here, and we appreciate you being here. If you love any type of content that I'm spitting and regurgitating out into your ears, onto your eyeballs today, hit that like and that subscribe button. Help me get to my goal by the end of the week of 100 subscribers so we can keep this momentum going. I have a passion for the market. I love stock commentary, and I love doing it for you. So if you like what you see, hit that like and subscribe button. Maybe share it to a friend. You share it to, it feels good. They say, hey, this is a great video. Really like it. It makes you feel good. It makes me feel good. Let's go, baby. All right, so we got 1 minute till market open, baby. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you were here long enough in pre-prep where you don't feel sweaty, that you feel like you actually have the upper hand, that you have the stocks that you need in mind, that you know what is going on, baby. So I am pumped. I hope you are pumped too. We got 48 seconds. Woo! XM. I'm hoping XM can actually show me something today, because we've had, after this push up, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost a full week. Almost a full trading week, it looks like. A full trading week of sideways action. Show me something, XM, or I'm getting bored here, and you guys know what I do when I get bored. I start selling my equities, and then the crap just starts taking off, right? We don't want that. We don't want that. No way, Jose. So let's keep on keeping on. All right, if you guys are ready, we got 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's go, baby. It's market open. You didn't hear the bell, but it was ringing. Looks like I have my sound off, probably for good reason, but we are here for market open, baby. Market opens at 413.27. Let's see if DT is going to stop me out right off the get, because usually people, when they see this big sell-off and they wake up in the morning, they're usually just going to say, screw it, and they're going to take their profits. They're going to get the heck out of Dodge. All right, and I know this looks, guys, this looks bad. It looks like I've lost $76. I haven't lost $76, okay? I want you to realize that technically from these highs, the 25 shares that I've been trading, I'm down about $13, okay? This $75, I don't know why it's saying this. It's been messed up since I bought it, but you can see right here, we still have 25 shares at $44.64. So if you do the math, you'll see that this $75.50 from the top is pretty silly. That doesn't make any sense. We have already taken our money out on this, guys. We've already made well over $100 on this trade. So if this does stop us out, we're not squirming. It's not spilled milk. Nobody's really hurting over that, all right? So no big deal. No big deal, no big deal, no big deal. Let's see what we got going on. Lucid, SCEO. Yeah, bro, you need a mod. Yes, we do need a mod for sure. Hopefully, Howie, if you can, you get on that. Let me know what mod we're talking about and how it's going to help the stream. So, DT doesn't want to kick us out. It doesn't want to kick us out. It wants to hang out. It wants to linger. We're going to let it linger like a stinky fart. SKYX, just doing the same thing. Still coming back down to our buy-in area. Just hanging out, just lingering, being boring as heck. You know, it makes me just want to sell it. You know, AEHR, yeah, AEHR, you know, it just died out here. You know, after it got into that breakout area, it just died out. So if it is trading below that 10-day moving average, but it's morning open, so you got to understand this isn't a hard stop, guys. This is just a kind of a key level, and that's why we trade such small share size, so we don't sweat. All right. If I was trading large share size right now and I was down $100, I wouldn't be able to hold on to this thing, you know. But we're only down $14.20 in this trade, so we're gonna see where it ends up landing us. All right. Let's take a look at SoFi. SoFi looks like it wanted to ramp higher this morning. We're up $41.61 on our SoFi trade. If you guys remember yesterday, I did add in small here, and it looks like it's paying off for us. We want to see this 10-day moving average catch up to it a little bit more, and if we can trade sideways, make another tight day here, I'm going to add in. I will add into it because that would make it look even juicier, especially after finally breaking out of this downward descending trend line. All right, we'll come back to SoFi and see how that thing's doing. We need to take a look at Lucid though. Okay, Lucid looks like it's starting to get some attention here with a short squeeze of 34% short squeeze interest in this stock right now. We can really see things ramp up here if we start breaking these highs. Okay, we keep breaking highs, breaking higher and breaking higher. You got to understand that this thing could really get some legs because we got a lot of shorts in here that are going to start selling off. All right, let's take a look at DraftKings. So DraftKings right now, guys, I never added into this. So we're at 20 shares and we're screaming further away from our entry price here. Things are looking really, really good. I didn't get to add into this because it still was too extended from this 10-day moving average. If you look here, this is my buy-in area, and there's a reason why it's my buying area. Above the 200-day, above the 10-day moving average. It's looking really good, and it's looking healthy enough to continue higher. Now, DraftKings did just trade at its highest price. All right, it broke its highs. It's looking really, really juicy right now. I'm very proud of it. CELZ just popped up. Guys, CELZ is at 145%. When I bring up these low float stocks, you guys got to understand if they move up this quick, they can move down just as quick. So if you're trying to buy in here, now's not the time. Now is not the time. It could be. It could be if that's your trade and you know how to trade these. But I tell you, the first pattern that I learned not to trade was anything at high of day. If you trade these things at high of day, there's so many people that are selling. You know, this is a break. You could play it as a breakout, okay? But when I mean high a day, I guess, means it's nowhere near anything. This is nowhere near anything. It's hanging out here. This is not something that you want to go long or short because you don't have any pattern to go off of. You know, as to where if you give it more time, you know, you get this huge another gap up like this, and then you start giving it time, and it starts to build. Then we might be able to play a breakout area. You know. So it's all relative. It's all how you play. It's all how you want to trade your stocks. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to commentate. I'm here to give you some ideas. I'm here to give you some base, but I'm not here to give you your edge. Your edge is going to take your time, your discipline in order to make you feel comfortable in the markets taking certain trades. And then after that, what you want to do is gain enough trades. Say if you're taking a breakout strategy, you want between 100 to 200 trades, and you want those back tested and logged, guys. You should be able to go check every single trade that you've ever taken. You should be able to bring it up, and you should be able to say, hey, I remember taking this trade. This is what's right about it. This is what's wrong about it. And this is what I'm going to either do better or do worse next time. Okay. So SPY's finally catching a bid. We had it selling off all the way down to the 412 area. And now it's catching a bid. We're trading at 413.46 currently on the SPY. 413.50 on the SPY. If we can catch some legs, guys, there's quite a few stocks. Look at Microsoft, guys. Wow, Microsoft on a tear higher, guys. Tear higher. What a beautiful stock right now. And you gotta love seeing Microsoft do well because it is very heavy. It's very heavy in the weighted indices in our S&P 500. Lucid, look at Lucid, guys. This is on the 15-minute. Lucid's really taken off. It's starting to get some interest. Doesn't have a crap load of volume right now in the first 15 minutes. The pre-mark volume wasn't very much either. This thing can move 12.8% in one move right now. It's a pretty big deal. It's a pretty big deal. So we're gonna have to come back to this, and this thing, I hope it hits our alert, but we need to make sure we stay on our tippy toes because we have stocks like this right here, Tesla, making new higher lows. Okay, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low right now. Can this thing, I'm telling you, if Tesla breaks this, I really think it's going to gain some legs. I really think people are watching this here. I really think if this thing has this beautiful U, I think it's just going to rip. I think it's going to rip. It's going to trade above that 200-day moving average, and then it's going to fall right back down, and it's going to start trading again on that 200-day moving average as it starts to curl and it continues higher. Now, I'm just talking. I'm a talking head. I don't really know what's going to happen, but I tell you this. If Tesla breaks out here, guys, where is my risk? Where is my risk, and how much am I willing to risk? So we're still holding 2 shares of this, guys. 2 shares of Tesla. And this thing can trade. This thing can move. It moves 6.2%. All right. And if it breaks out of this $200 moving area, let's say 199. What am I willing to give it? What am I willing to give this? 194. So 199. We're gonna buy it in at 199. And it's $5 of risk per share. So we're gonna go. Let's do a decent sized trade, guys. We're gonna risk $30. So that means we can get 6 shares at $199. All right. So let's see if we can get that price. 199 is where we want this. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this. All right, and I'm going to do, this is a day trade at 199, and I'm going to do this buy stop order, meaning when it hits 199, it's automatically going to get me in to my 5 shares. Good thing I didn't leave 50 up here. All right, it's called a buy stop order. Now I sent this. So when I get in here, my risk was 194. Everybody heard it? All right, and that's $30. We could lose $30 right here in front of you today, guys. Okay, know your risk. Know your risk. And if you don't get out, that's your own fault. If you get in, that's your own fault. What I'm doing here today is not a buy or sell recommendation. This is me trading that I've been doing for a while now, for a long time now, guys. And I know it hurts to take a loss. You don't get to where I'm at today without taking some losses, all right? So if I take a loss today, you're not gonna see me crying over spilled milk. You're gonna see a trader take a loss like a man. But imagine if this thing goes to the moon. You're gonna see a trader taking some awesome money, taking it to the bank, laughing all the way there, and it looks like Tesla really wants to push. Really wants to push. This could go, guys. And some of you guys might ask, hey, if you think it's going to go higher and you're watching it go higher, why the heck wouldn't you just get into this thing? Why wouldn't you get into this thing before and play the anticipatory? I don't play anticipatory because if this thing doesn't break through and it finds its resistance like it has been at this psychological $200 area, this thing's going to just sell off from here, right? And hopefully build another higher low, right? So if I bought it now, then I'm stuck in this trade. If I buy it now and then it breaks down, hey, I'm in the trade and I know where my stop loss is. All right. But if I buy now on an anticipatory break with this same stop loss, that's not my trade. My trade is the breakout. So if it's not breaking out, I don't have one. I put a dent on DraftKings last night, is what Howie just said. Yeah, when you say put a dent on DraftKings, are you talking like you made money or it put a dent on your bank account? Let me know. Let me know. Did you make money last night, Howie? I hope you did. Guys, if you're just joining us here, we got 8 people watching right now. The whole goal is to create a beautiful community that we all can be like-minded traders. Right now, I believe I'm up to 70 subscribers. I haven't checked in a while, but if you want to be the 71st, we're trying to get to 100 by the end of the week, okay? I'm here every day, Monday through Friday from 8 until 12, doing live trading, live commentary, and I'm putting it all on the line for you. You can talk the crap you want, or you can give me compliments. Either way, it's my entertainment. It's my gift to you. So I hope you can stick around, and I hope you enjoy what we have coming up. Lucid, why'd my alert not go off, guys? Lucid just broke that. Lucid just broke that. I was not ready. I need to turn my sound back on so that way we have these alerts coming off. There we go. Sound's back on. Okay, we do have the breakout. I did not get my breakout price, so I'm going to reset this alert. And if it comes back up here, we're going to revisit and try to have a better understanding of what's going on. But it really does look like Lucid is trying to do exactly what we talked about in market prep this morning. So I hope you guys get to see this. If you know, we've been streaming for the past 3 days now, and I've taken some small bids, some small bets for you guys, but I haven't taken anything on real size. Yeah, look at AEHR, guys. Yeah, this thing's done. I'm selling this for a small loss of $20. This thing is breaking down. It's well below its 10-day moving average now. It'll probably bounce off right off that line that I drew, but I don't like it. I took a $16.78 loss on AEHR, which is probably our biggest loss. Here's Lucid. All right, we don't need to talk about losers anymore. Let's talk about our new trade, Lucid. Hopefully we can get in Lucid. I hope Lucid will sustain this area. We're gonna zoom in on the 5-minute just to get a better understanding of what's going on. Yeah, this thing's just now popping off, guys. So we don't really. I need to do it, huh? Play from 12 to 11. 12 to 11. Just take 10 shares. Take a 10. Yeah, we can do that. We can do 10. We're in Tesla. We are in Tesla, guys, so we're going to have to go over there and take a look at that. Tesla just got filled. Just got filled, guys. And we're going to take 10 of this. We're going to join the bid. We're going to take 10 of this. We're going to make sure that we go back to Tesla here. We mark where we got in for you guys. It does look like we are having that breakout just like I anticipated. We're already up $8 on this trade on the breakout of $199. Okay, let's see if we can get that psychological area of $200 met and break it. We're going to change this to green so we know where our next get-in was. Now, our average and our prices are going to be a little skewed here for that simple reason of I'm already in this trade from way back here. Okay, I still hold 2 shares of that, so this breakout looks like it's doing well, but it is running right into that resistance of that $200 area. We are just peeking our head just above it. It looks like I just got in 6 shares of Lucid. I think I was trying to get in. I was trying to get in 10. Oh, there's the other 4. Okay, so we're in Lucid. We're in Tesla, guys. We're in Lucid. We're in Tesla. Let's go ahead and mark our average of 1191 right here. Got in at 1191. These are not buy and sell recommendations. I am not a financial advisor. I don't have a clue what the heck I'm doing, but I'm doing it for you. Got to protect my assets, guys. Got to protect my assets. So don't take this as buy or sell recommendations. So I did get into Lucid here. We took that breakout just like I told you I would. I'm a man of my word. And if we lose $10 on this trade, so be it. I'm just going to go ahead and chalk it up as a loss. But as of right now, we're a whole 10 cents up. Let's see how Tesla's doing. We're going to go back to Tesla here. We're going to take a look at Tesla. Tesla's still trading above the $200 area, that psychological area. Looks like it's finally getting breached. We almost made it up to $201, guys. $201 on Tesla. This looks like a beautiful area, and like I told you before, we took in half share size. If it comes back down, I might want to add into this, but we did take a pretty large size. We took a $30 risk here. We took a $30 risk here for an exponential gain. We're hoping Lucid can find its this key area and take off. There's a lot of eyes on this area, guys. There's a lot of eyes on this area, you know. Let's go ahead and put in our stop loss here. We'll go to edit, and our stop loss is going to be $11.30. Well, we're going to go, we'll say, I think we said 11 was our stop, right? So we'll just put in, we'll just let it float for now, guys. It's far enough away, we don't have to worry about it. Hopefully that doesn't come back and kick me in the butt, right? We got 80 here watching today. I do appreciate your time, guys. If you like the content, like and subscribe. Unless you've already done it once, then you're just going to unsubscribe. So just go ahead and stay subscribed. Hang out with us. If you want to help me build this community, go ahead and hit it. That like, that subscribe. We got 70 subscribers today, guys, and I'm hoping to see 100 by the end of next week. My passion is commentary, is stock commentary, is trading, is all of the above. So if you like any of this, if you're enjoying any of this content, taking live trades in front of you right here, right now, guys. Look at this. We're over $201. We're at $248 on Tesla. I do this live in front of you. If you don't like it, then be a hater, but still hang out. You could still hang out. Nobody's gonna. It's okay. We still like our haters, right? Haters love, just in a different form. All right, so we took that trade. We're up $23 so far just on that trade we took just a few minutes ago. Do we cash out and take our profit? Do we cash out and take our profit here, guys? No, not on Tesla. Not on Tesla, because usually when these things break out, they like to run. We don't know where this is going to go. I don't know how long I'm going to hold this, but what I do know is that we are trading below the 200-day moving average, above the 10-day moving average, so we're kind of in the middle here. But what I know about Tesla, and I've regurgitated this information, is Tesla likes to run, boy, and it is running because we are at 202.29. How long will this thing run until we find ourselves a nice little consolidated area? The good thing about Tesla running right now, and if it can continue, is it's going to scare a lot of these people and loose it out. So if you remember a few years ago, they would run neck and neck. If Tesla went up, Lucid would go up, okay? And they weren't so correlated where every tick was another tick, but they were correlated in the sense of if Tesla was moving up, Lucid would move up. In correlation on the size of the moves, I don't know, okay? But you would see that there would be correlation. If Tesla was going up, all the EV stocks would go up, right? So Tesla's going up. Let's see what else is moving up, okay? Workhorse, Ride, Plug is going up. Obviously, we're in Lucid. Tesla's going up. Yeah, so Tesla's going up, so all these other stocks are going up. ChargePoint, Rivian, you know, Tesla's what's moving all these stocks. So the reason why I bring that up is because we're in Lucid, right? So if Tesla's moving up and Tesla can continue this run and it can make us money, then there might be an even bigger understanding that here in Lucid, we might actually get that squeeze because we got 34% short interest. And if we get a squeeze, or if we're starting to get interest in Tesla, that might give us some more interest in Lucid, which in turn will squeeze out those shorts and continue higher. So that's my conviction on this play. I am not winning on this trade. We're down 65 cents on this trade. So it looks like it's good that I don't buy Creamer, right? Because I wouldn't be able to afford Creamer if I would have lost on this trade. But if we look at Tesla, we are up. We're up, let's see, just $20 just on this trade, guys. Right now, this could come back all the way down and stop us out, and I'll be down $30, or it might come back down like I anticipate it to, and test that $200 area and get bought right back up by a group of people, because if not, we're gonna lose money. So I respectively hope that there's people waiting there with their tickets, ready to take that money and keep on running. So he said, "Oh, I made money. I won Uri bet." Uri spelled E-E-R-Y. Everyone trying to jump in Chat GPT. Yeah, everybody's trying to jump into Chat GPT. Let's see here, guys. Is this the right one? Yeah, this is the right one. We're looking good. Everything's looking good, baby. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I hope you guys are here. I hope you're making money. I hope you're having fun. Let's see if we can keep on keeping on, shall we? Look at Tesla. Still trying to push. Still trying to push. We'll come back to that, though. Let's look at SKYX. You guys remember when I took this trade? It's still trading up, but man, I'm getting bored with this silly trade. Really silly trade. Making money. DraftKings is still climbing higher, guys. It made made a new high, and then it pushed. It pushed up to 1781, and it got sold off. So I don't know if it's trying to create a new consolidated area or not. I wish it would, because you know, we want this 10-day moving average to catch up so we can add more shares into this. I wanted 100 shares of this, guys, but after I got in and it just kept taking off, it never would pull back. It never would pull back, and when it did pull back, it wasn't close enough to my 10-day moving average. So here we are, you know. Started from the bottom, now we're here. CELZ, it's trading below its VWAP. Maybe it can catch a base. IBIO, it looks like we got a nice runner here. It's on its third day. It's on its third day of its run. It's coming off of a base here, trading at a high of 94%. This could be one that eventually, if it finds enough liquidity, because this is just really choppy. This is pretty liquid, but it needs to find some liquidity. It needs to form a base so we can either play a high of a break or we can play a breakdown, what have you. But this thing is just chop, chop, chop. And if you look at the spread, we're 2 cents on the spread here, so not looking interesting. If you guys remember in pre-market prep, we noticed that Microsoft was just taking off higher. This thing just kept climbing, and this thing pushed at morning open, and now it's giving back some of that push. Let's go back and take a look at SPY and make sure that SPY isn't just completely trying to obliterate what we started here. And it looks like SPY is coming back down to test its open area from pre-market. Now we are still trading well below its closing price, 415.36. All right, we're trading at 413.42, which is still well above that 410 area, but anything can happen. Anything can happen. Let's go back to our main trade at Tesla, breaking that high a day. It looks like it is coming back down. It is trying to test that $200 area right now. We're going to see what it does, if it wants to hold out for us, if it wants to allow us to make a couple extra dollars on this trade or not. So let me just, I haven't checked my account in a little while. I want to make sure there's nothing crazy or screwy going on. And there's not. Everything's looking good, guys. So bring you back down here, Michael. And what do you guys got going on? You look at BBAI. Yeah, so BBAI, that's that one. Every time I look at it, I go, why did I get out of this trade? You know, why the heck did I get out of it? If we look over here on the daily, I got in a while ago, and now it looks like it's forming a new base. If this whole pad right here can still trade sideways, consolidate, and maybe make some like a descending wedge or something that we can play a breakout, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that. I'm gonna try and anticipate that, and try and be there when it comes. But I just like I took when I took right here, it's gonna be tight and it's gonna be hugging on that 10-day moving average. All right, see that? It's really tight, following this 10-day moving average, and until I see that, I'm not gonna play that again. But I know for a fact Beyond the Harbor is gonna keep an eye on that for possibly a short sale trade, maybe a push up into this consolidated area. This VWAP area, 611, and we might get that at the morning open. It might give us a nice little pop, and then we'll have a nice little sell-off, and this might be one of those that continue to sell off throughout the week. So we'll see, because we're starting to get a little broken here. We're starting to get a little bit of a channel. So is that what you're looking at, Brad? Are you looking at like a nice little pop-off and a sell-off there, or are you looking at a continuation higher? Let me know. Let me know what you think, guys. do. Time to take a sip of coffee. Guys, I'm happy to say we're up to 71 subscribers. Let's get this thing up to 100. I'm grateful for each and every one of you, but you're going to hear me say it almost every time. If I got 70, I want 71. If I got 71, I want 1,000, baby. We are up to 71. That's the first time I ever drew a 1 like that. That's what I'm watching. VWAP pop and drop, baby. I know, listen, I know so many traders, guys. I have formed a community of traders that I could reach out to. If I'm looking at something long, short, if I'm looking at a strategic long-term buy and hold, if I'm looking at all these things, I have communicated with so many amazing traders, and they have taught me their ways that I have been pulled apart in so many different ways in my trading that I couldn't just stick to one thing. I was all over the place. I was trading everything. I was too fast. I was trading too much. I was trading too big. I didn't know my risk. But reverting back to the mean, I realized that I just need to play my favorites and teach and show the edges of other traders. So like-minded people like you can abstract all the information that I use in this commentary show, and you can choose what might work for your personality, for your time frame, and for what you do during the day. Okay? Some of us have a job. Some of us have to get up at 8 in the morning. They can't trade, right? Some of us, we don't. Some of us, we don't work until the afternoon. And so we have the ability to take trades in the morning. So if you're more of the type that has to go to work 8 to 10 hour day job, then you come home, you're more of a swing trader. You're going to want to find these positions, and you're going to want to buy and hold and check on them once a day, right? You can't be there in front of the market at all times. So what you can do is say you got into Tesla, good for you, and now you got to go to work, right? And you take off to work, put me in your earbud. Put me in your ear, and I'm going to constantly going over all the indices like NVIDIA, Tesla, Microsoft, AMD, and then we always keep a short interest like Lucid, right? Like BBBY, we're always looking at that. Like GNS, all right? All failing, by the way, since we're looking at SECO. Okay, that's a nice one, Brad, you might like to take a look at. It's starting to form a nice base, probably a continuation higher for a future short sale for yourself. But guys, we look at all of this. So if you can't trade and you do take a trade, say at night, and you just pop in the chat, say, hey, good morning, Dave. These are the things I'm watching, you know? These are the things I'm watching. Hey, you're watching Tesla? Hey, let's take a look at Tesla. Me too, baby. And it exactly as we called it. It came back down here, it bounced off the 20, and it went back up. I don't know what's going to happen from here, guys. We could sell off just like we are in some of the other trades, and we could just sell all the way back down, all right? But we don't know. What I do know is where my risk is. That's what I can manage. I know that at $30, I'm going to lose $30 if this stock comes all the way back down to here, right? I'm going to lose 30 bucks. Big stinking deal. That's what's trading all about. It's being able to hike up my pants, hold my breath, and take this trade. But as long as when I do it, I know exactly where my stop is, and my hands aren't sweaty. They're not sweaty right now. Couldn't have said it better myself. Cheers, Dave. You know, Brad, being one of my mentors, he has taught me a lot of what I know. I hang on a lot of what he says. And if I take a compliment from that man, you know I'm doing good, guys. You know I'm doing good. This guy's made a ton of money in the market, and I absolutely love him. He has to be annoyed with me in the beginning because I would bombard him with so many stinking questions. He at one point in time, he's like, dude, you need to chill out. And I knew it. You know, I knew I needed to chill out. And it actually taught me a little something too. I was so obsessed with what I was doing, and I had my blinders on that I didn't care about anyone else. And he pointed that thing out to me, actually, guys. He actually pointed that out to me. He goes, hey, you haven't asked me about my kids or my day or what's going on with me, you know? And it's like, oh, well, that's because I want to know what the right amount of volume is before you get in a short. Can you tell me that? You know, and it took me a little while to realize that's not how you form a community. That's not how you bring people together and learn from them. The first thing you need to learn is what they like to do. You need to form a bond with that person, because why would that person want to just feed you all the knowledge and information that they've acquired over the years? Why would they want to do that? So you need to form form a good community and a good bond with these people in order to extract as much knowledge as you can. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do here today, guys. I'm trying to get a bunch of like-minded traders together to like and subscribe. If you like what I'm doing here, if you appreciate any of the content I'm bringing you, I'm going to be here every day, Monday through Friday, 8 till 12, giving you the best commentary that I can bring. And I've seen what's out there on YouTube. I know I can do better. I know I can do better. Put your faith in me. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and let's keep on keeping on, baby. Let's take a look at SPY. Hey, Dave, I'm just here because your voice is nice. Hey, Brendan, I love to hear that, brother. Maybe I start talking a little more like this and might attract a few more ladies to this site. But we know this is a sausage fest. Everybody loves to trade, and we're all dudes. It's very competitive. It's a very grueling sport, if that's what you want to call it. It's very nerve-wracking, but I will say this. I know a few traders that are women, and they are very, very good. They seem like they don't hold on to those emotions and those nerves while you're trading. They seem to be able to have a better mind to focus with, and they don't get as distracted nearly as much. So if any of you women out there are thinking about taking up day trading or trading in general, I highly suggest it. I highly suggest it. And now that I say that, Becky Sherwood pops in here. Becky, I was just talking about you on the live stream that actually got booted because of internet issues. I can't believe that it took up until now, this morning, to realize who Becky was. Becky had just visited my grandmother with my mom not too long ago in Luna Pier, Michigan. And when I met her, I just randomly had brought up and asked her a few things about, stock market and trading, because that and jiu-jitsu are my two main topics. If you want me to talk for hours, you're going to talk about that. so I remember talking to her, and yeah, she holds accounts. She holds very large accounts for a very large business, and she manages a lot of what they do. So she takes the trades that they have made, and she's basically the person that keeps their books. And so we went on and just accumulated a lot of knowledge from her. And awesome person, and she's got an awesome husband. He was there playing guitar. He's a preacher, and he came there to visit, and he played his guitar, and we sang. We ate some of Grandma's cookie. I mean, it was just awesome, guys. It was an awesome time. And anytime you can get with anybody that's like-minded, you can really just babble on about what you really that you truly care about, and they're valuing it and they're interested in it. It just always makes the day go by a heck of a lot better, guys. A heck of a lot better. So let's take a look at some of these indices. NVIDIA, it looks like it's wicking off the bottom here, still trading above its VWAP area. Tesla looks like it's still trying to come down and test that $200 area. And we might be here for a while, guys, and we might break all the way back down. I might lose that $30. But either way, we are up a couple of coffees. So we're doing good. BBAI looks like it's finding some resistance already up here. I'm looking at the 5-minute candle. Brad usually uses the 1 or 2 minute candle, possibly even the 3-minute candle. But if you're looking on the 1 minute, there's a lot of noise here, guys, a lot of noise. So I like to go to the 5-minute at least, bare minimum. And what I'm looking for are these wick offs, right? These big wick offs. And you could even go to the 15, but it's hard to take a trade on the 15 when you're playing a low float stock like this. All right, so just to get a better idea of where BBAI is at on its trading, what we want to do is understand what kind of float is this? What kind of float are we looking at? So just like we've done before, guys, and you're going to hear me and see me do this multiple times, I go to floatchecker.com. It's very easy to remember, and we're just going to type in BBAI. BBAI is a 4.3 million float, okay? This is beautiful because it gives us across the board all the different highly looked up areas, and we just take generally the one that's in the middle, okay? I'm using TD Ameritrade anyway, so I like taking not the one in the middle, but the average of them, okay? So we got 19 and we got 4. We could say this is 10 million stock, okay? So if we're looking at a 10 million float here, we know that this thing can easily move. We know that there could be a couple of whales in here, and these whales just buy everything up, and then they leave you in the dust by selling you, Becky Sherwood says, hello everyone, it was a good time. Yes, it was a good time, and honestly, I don't know what got you guys. I don't know if it was my mom that drug you guys all the way down here, but I am looking forward to seeing you guys again. It was a very special experience, and I've never met anybody that handles such a large firm like that. So yeah, it gets me excited. I mean, that's why I'm here, guys. That's why I'm here commentating, because I absolutely love everything about the stock market. If you bring up the stock market, you're going to see me getting excited. And that's what we always talk about here at Lo-Fi Trading. We always revert back to the mean. If we're getting too excited, we start making mistakes. So if I'm getting too excited, we always need to revert back to the mean. We need to always make sure that what we're doing is starting with intended risk and reward, and we can do what we want to do as long as we do it. How's that ending, huh? But if you like, or if I bring any type of value or content to your ears or to your eyes, hit that subscribe button, guys. My whole goal is to get to 100 by the end of the second week and 1,000 by the end of the third month. Let's go. I'm down because of a beautiful MCL tear doing jiu-jitsu, but I'm not going to let that bring me down. It might sit me down, but it's not going to bring me down. And every single day I'm going to work harder on me, on this channel, on you, to help you bring the best commentary content. I promise you guys, you're going to see me doing this every single day, Monday through Friday, 8 till 12, unless the world tries to stop me. So I hope we see you there. And if this brings any value, send it to a friend. Send it to a friend. Why not give a gift? It's not Christmas, but shoot, it's somebody's birthday. Send them my video. Send them my video. They will be grateful. BBBY still trailing around this area. It still can't break that high a day. We're starting to see some wicks, but it's still trading above VWAP area. I would love to know, I really would, if you are in this trade, Brad. Or are you still waiting for that pop? Are you still waiting for it to get up into its VWAP area to take that trade? I'm assuming around the $6 area, probably risking $6.25. I'm just guessing here, but let me know if I got it pretty close. Are you waiting for that pop, or are you trailing down? Carly Worrell, I appreciate you sending that to two friends. If they're the two friends that I remember correctly, they are the ladies, and maybe they will love trading. You never know. Let's see. Grats on 59 subs. It's Wednesday. I'm just watching from my phone. Nice MSGM. All right, let's take a MSGM. Let's take a peeky gander. MSGM. So we take a look at MSGM. Guys, if you guys remember SMGM, this is that stock that I took that gamble on. All right. So this stock, it looks kind of wonky. We're going to slow it down. You don't see this because it's not showing pre-market. Okay. If we zoom out here on the 5-minute, you can see the pre-market. It actually traded up, passed through this red line. Okay. So it's in the daily, it's not going to show you your pre-market or your aftermarket. So if it looks a little different to you, that's the reason why. So if we go into a 5-minute, we can see what happened in those 5 minutes. Okay. Because this is 1 day. This black box is 1 day. So everything inside this, all of these 5-minute candlestick patterns that you're seeing here, all of this gets consolidated into one candlestick on the daily. Okay. So right here was where the resistance was. So I bought MSGM right here, and I sold out in pre-market right here. Okay, guys? This was considered a gamble because this thing moves so stinking fast. I knew if I bought in at $25.50 or $25, that if I were to lose on this trade, I could lose up to $25. So I only took one share and I sold it out at the top. Okay? Why is this a gamble? Well, because what am I going to play off on this? Okay? Sure, my entry was because of a $4 break. Okay, that's why I got it. Or I'm sorry, not a $4 break, but a $25 break. You've seen it come right here and it bounced up and I got in as it broke this area, right? So it's a great buy-in area. But because I'm considering this a gamble is because I don't know what's going to happen. This thing could come up a little bit and just slam down after it breaks this high, you know? But it was a gamble I was willing to take because the market was looking juicy and I said, hey, I'm ready. So are you watching the press releases for quarterly earnings, Uber, CVS, and Disney? So I'm not watching them, but if you look on the bottom left here, I actually have all the earnings up here right now. Okay, so what I do is I will look at all the highest earnings. So NYT just came out. Let's take a look at NYT. We'll look at the other ones too that you just brought up, Becky. We'll definitely keep an eye on those. But the whole reason why I wait to do any of this is because, and look, I missed one, but this is up over 10%. This right here is one of my trades, guys. and we missed it. We missed it. We missed it. No. I would have played this on the 5-minute break right here, so I would be in this trade right here. Obviously, we missed it, but we can always come back and take a peek and use this as part of our back testing to see, hey, what do these stocks do? So this is what I consider my earnings gap up continuation trade. So I wait for earnings to happen. It's gapped up over 10%. Now I'm interested. Now I wait for a range break. In this case, I would have played the 5-minute range break. This is 5 minutes. This is its range. It's ranging from 38.98 to 41.40. Okay, so it broke down and got bought right back up, and it keeps hitting its head on this. Okay, so once it breaks out through that, I would have got in if I would have had the alert or had seen it in pre-mark prep, and then my stop loss would be at low of day. So we can come back and we can visit the stock to see how well it did. Even though we're not in it, we can at least visit it to see how these earnings gap up, earnings play through work. BBAI is continuing to sell off. It does really look like it's clocked by the camera. Oh, okay, yeah. We got 11 in here. Guys, if you appreciate this content, hit that subscribe button. Do it. You will love it. It feels great. It feels great on the thumb unless you got a cracked screen, and then you're going to end up cutting your thumb. We don't want that, okay? Just turn your phone sideways, get away from those cracks. You'll be just fine. BBAI still trading above the VWAP area. NYT, we're going to come back and visit this. Let's go ahead and look at some of the other earnings gap ups. So we have this BDC. This BDC had a nice gap up in the morning, first thing this morning, which if we get that volatility first thing in the morning, but it's not a lot. We don't have a lot of volatility on that, so I'm not too interested, but it did gap up over that 10%. Let's take a look at those very specific tickers that you brought up, Becky. Press release for UBR, I think, UBER, thank you, Uber. So I remember seeing Uber in pre-market. I think it gapped up 8% when I seen it. Let's see. Yeah, it was 8% that it gapped up, and right at market open, it closed, or it's just failing, okay? So if we were to play this, it would have to be 10% up before I'm interested. After that 10% up, what I would focus on is either a 1, 5, or 1 hour range break. So if we're looking on the 5-minute range break here, this would be the range right here, 378 or 37.58 to 36.75. Until this comes back up and breaks this area, I wouldn't play it. Okay, so this Uber's off my charts. It's just off. I didn't listen to the earnings in pre-market, but guys, if that's something we get interested in, if that's something we want to do, and we get enough people like Becky in here that wants to hear that, we can do that. We can sit in here and we can listen to the earnings. They're all free. I can get them all figured out. We can bring them all up, and if that's something we want to do, we can do that. It can be fun, it can be boring. It depends on, this one here, it's clearly very fun. You get a huge gap up, consolidation, and then it just breaks down. I mean, that's some exciting stuff. That's some exciting stuff. So BBAI looks like it's finally getting that breakdown that Brad was looking for. He was playing the pop and dump, or the gap and dump, you can call it. But you have all this range of liquidity up here. I took the assumption that we were going to at least see it pop up into the $6 area where its highest volatility was, but it looks like it's not, and it wants to sell off. So this thing might pull back down, but it looks like we have a lot of consolidation around this $5 area. So I'm assuming if Brad is in this trade, he's either already taken profits with this huge liquidity down to the downside, this huge sell-off. He's probably already taken some shares off, and now he's waiting for it to at least come down to that $5 area to try and either take more off. I could be wrong. He might be doing this different. He may have changed things up since the last time he gathered enough to look over his trades to help have a better understanding. Let's go back to Miss Sherwood. We're gonna see what else we got. CVS. Oh yeah, CVS is a good one. So CVS looks like it had a nice little gap up. Let's see what kind of percentage we're looking for the gap up here. It gapped up 2.5%, so nothing crazy. There was nothing unexpected here. They had great earnings, better than expected earnings actually, and they're trading above the VWAP. If we come down here and look at CVS on the daily, though, it's trading below its 200-day moving average. I don't want nothing to do with this stock right now. They're hurting, and if you look in my area, the CVSs in my area are closing down. Okay, I don't know about you. I've heard that they're pretty popular, but I'm not looking at CVS right now. I would if it had a 10% gap up earnings for an earning continuation. That would be awesome. Disney, I believe it's DIS. Let's take a look at Disney. So Disney is an awesome stock, guys. Disney's now trading above its 200-day moving average. It's been beat down for a long time, and I have a good feeling that we might have an earnings surprise on 2/8. Okay, it's in the after hours. So 2/8, that's today, guys, and that's in the after hours. That might be awesome. That might be something that we might want to cover in the after hours. And that's something that we might want to start doing. That could be awesome. That really could be awesome. So yeah, definitely be something that we need to take a look at. Let's go back to our losing trade, AEHR, before I start harping on my winners. So AEHR, look at this. It came all the way down to its 20-day moving average, and it bounced off that 21-day moving average. Is now getting bought up. That would have been a great dip buy, but that's not for me, guys. That's not for me because it's never showed me any proof of concept that it's bouncing off these 21-day moving averages and holding for higher. So this 21 bounce off, this 21, I'm happy I'm out, guys. I'm happy I'm out even though it's trading higher. And this thing might rip up, you know, but I lost 1678 trying to play my trade, and that's okay. It's not working out for me on AEHR. So we carry on, guys, but we need to make sure we at least abstract some knowledge from this. If we don't abstract any knowledge from our losers, then why are we losing? We need to learn from our losers, guys, okay? Learn from your losers. And if I bring you any positive gratification, if I bring you any positive enforcement to your life, if I'm bringing you any value with this live stream or any of my YouTube videos, hit that subscribe button, guys, here. I'm every day 8 till 12 here for you. In the pre-market, making sure you're prepared, making sure I'm prepared, so when I take live trades in front of you, I can execute them exactly like we had prepped for them, okay? So win or lose, baby, I am here for you. And right now we are up, Buttercup. So hit that subscribe button. Let me see your support. I love to see it. I love to see it. Let's go back to Tesla since we're talking about winning trades rather than these losing trades. So Tesla, we talked about when it breaks this $200 area, or not even the 200, it was the 199 area because of all this topping. We actually put a bid in on this 199. When we got our bid in at 199, we took 5 shares on top of the 2 shares that we already held, risking this $30 area. Okay, we are already up 1 R from our risk right now, guys. 1 R. I could get out of the trade and say that that was success. A 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio isn't the best, okay? But I could take the profits off the table and we could say that was a win. But as I've told you before, usually when Tesla likes to run, she likes to run, boy. She likes to run. So we're going to keep an eye on this, and hopefully, respectfully when I say that, hopefully Tesla can keep printing us some money, baby. All right, guys, it is 10:18. We're almost 1 hour into market open, and you know you love doing something, guys, when the time flies. When the time flies and you can't stop talking, you can't stop earning, you can't stop loving what you're doing. Guys, I need to revert back to the mean. I'm getting too excited. We're in too many things. The SPY's up at the highs. It's trading at 414.23. Things are looking so good for your Roth IRAs, for your 401ks. Yeah, baby, you like to see it, and I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we can do it for you, baby. We can do it for you. We are trading at 202.58 on Tesla. Let's go back and take a look at Lucid. So Lucid, we got into this trade on the breakout. Okay, and it looks like the breakout just had a nice sell-off. We were risking, what was it, $10, guys, $10 at the $11 area. You know, if it gets back up here, because I'll probably get out before it breaks that $11 area. But I really like this concept. I really like the fact that if Tesla's pushing, it could squeeze out some of these Lucid shorts. And we know we have over 30% short interest on Lucid. So very interesting, very, very interesting. Just texting back Joe Biden's husband. Joe Biden husband trader. It's just a good buddy of mine. He's Heiser in the chat. We sold our Tesla position yesterday, banked a nice profit. Hey, heck yeah, I'd like to hear that. If you sold your Tesla profit from yesterday, where did you actually get in at? Did you get in with me back in the day with my original? Probably not, but my original buy-in area was all the way down here, and I'm still holding. When we bought in down here, right here, guys, right here is where I bought in, 181.56. I bought 5 shares, and at that $200 moving, that $200 head knocker, I sold half there, and then I sold 3 out of my 5 shares there, and then it held the last 2 for this expected move that I added 5 more shares into on the break. So I want to know, where did you have your, where was your average share price? Did you get in down here at 194 at the base, 189 when the SPY was trading around 410 sideways? Where'd you get in? I'm very interested to know. I'd like to see, and I know you had to have gotten a good entry. If you didn't, I'm going to give you some crap for it. And hopefully you knew where your risk was. We always got to know where our risk is. Microsoft coming back down, but still trading well above its closing price from Tuesday. Nvidia still trading sideways, holding its gains. Netflix looks like it's doing well. It's trading off that $10 or that 10-day moving average again. It's doing well. It looks like that 414 is showing some selling on the SPY. We're back down to the 414 area, just trying to hold out. Like I tell you guys every day, you know, I don't mind us trading sideways. Trading sideways is better than selling off. Trading sideways gives us more conviction that this thing has the ability to trade higher. And if we're in longs like Tesla, like DraftKings, oh, look at DraftKings. We haven't visited in a while, guys. Yeah, I still wasn't able to get full share size in DraftKings. But hey, you know, we're up $58 from a decision we made last week. You know, we're just sitting in it. You like to see it. My whole thing was, you know, I got 20 shares of this. The whole thing was I wanted to build into 100 share size. So looking back on these trend trades between SoFi and between DraftKings, these trend trades here, I feel like I need to get more in when I initially get in, rather than trying to build into these positions. But I don't know. These trend trades are still pretty new, simply because we're just now starting to see it. We're just now starting to see the SPY come up off these bottoms, and it's starting to show proof of concept of a new trend change. Okay, we have a new lower low, or I'm sorry, we had a lower low here, but we have a new higher high here on the daily. Okay, and then we tried to break down, and every time we break down, we get bought up. Then we broke through this 400 area, we broke this 410 area, and now the next area is that 420 area. So if we can continue to trade sideways a little bit here, build some more, get some more buyers in there, we might actually have the ability to climb higher and break through that 420 area. We got 10 people in here, guys. I do appreciate all the love and support. If you're here with me, I want to know. Actually, I have an awesome idea. Maybe we take a poll, and this will be our first poll, and we'll see if we can do it. First of all, let's see here. Maybe I don't know how to do a poll. Let's see. So usually, yeah. I guess I don't know how to do a poll yet, guys. Howie, why don't you get on that? Why don't you go take a look it up on YouTube, figure out how to make a poll. I did this yesterday, and I'm basically doing what it asked me to, and it won't allow it, except for maybe if I go here into the chat. No, that won't work either. Yeah, go ahead and take a look at that, see what's going on for me, Howie. Maybe we can get up on that. So we popped in at 172 on Tesla. So let's go back to Tesla. Well, the SPY just traded sideways, and we're going to take a look at 172 and see if we can find conviction there. So 172, yeah, that's beautiful. So let's scroll back here. So 172. Oh yeah, I see why you got in there. Yeah, this is the next area of consolidation. that had a nice breakout. So I see the trend change, the following of the pattern. You probably got it somewhere in this area because it came back up to its base where it was forming, coming back up. So yeah, 172, and then trade sideways, continue higher. So yeah, you got a better price than I did. I played this breakout here. You guys ended up, it looked like you played this breakout here, or the anticipatory of that breakout. But well done, nice trade. And you sold out somewhere in this top, or just breaking through that 200. Way to go. Way to go. Way to have, you got tolerance, you're kicking butt, you're making money, and we love to see it. All right, yeah, SoFi's just trading sideways. At least it's trading higher than it was previous day. I mean, that's positive. But, hey, you know, SoFi just kind of be boring sitting in the back. Let's take a look at NYT. NYT, yeah, it's still trading above that VWAP, above that buy-in area that we did not get in, unfortunately. Tesla still trading over that $200 area. As long as it trades over that $200 area, I don't care. We're holding on to this. DraftKings is still trading higher. Its highest traded was that $18 though. Psychological levels, look at this, guys. It couldn't get to 18, $17.99, it stopped. So if you don't believe in these psychological levels, you need to. You need to at least start taking a little bit conviction. I believe in technicals, then I believe in psychologicals, and then I believe in fundamentals. And I believe in fundamentals absolutely last. Even though you see things like today, we got booted out at DT, which was a beautiful trade. It was one of my best trades because we took profits all into here before it came back down and stopped us off. But look at this. After DT ramped all the way up, they decided to loot their shareholders. And you especially when we look at these low float stocks, you hear me talking about diluting shareholders, right? And that's what DT did right here. DT said, "Hey, good morning, guys. We're up to $48. This is the highest we've traded all year. Why don't we go ahead and dilute our shareholders by introducing a whole bunch of non-existing stock to it? So the one share that you held into this, or technically our last 25 shares, isn't worth 25 shares anymore." And when they say that, all your investors say, "Nope, nope, nope." And that's what we're getting here. This is a breakdown, guys. This might actually be a nice short sale trade, you know? It might break down and get to somewhere in the 42 area. These aren't buy or sell recommendations. I don't want anybody thinking that. I'm not a financial advisor. I am a stock commentator and a live trader. And if you find any value, if I provide any awesome content to you guys, if you like my stock analysis, if you like my commentary, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'm here every day, Monday through Friday from 8 until 12. You can tell I'm getting that saying down pat, aren't I? Yeah, even looking at these, when you look back, like, there's so many different ways. Oh, well, we could play this next breakout. We could play this next thing. But here's the thing. When you start getting and start deviating from your original buy-in areas, your original trades, big issues are going to happen, guys. Big issues. Because then you can't look back on it and say, I took every one of these trades the exact same. What am I doing good? What am I doing bad? Because if you have little nuances that change inside each one of your calculated trades, and you say, oh, yeah, but this one because I overbought. Oh yeah, this one was bad because of this. Well, you need to cut all that out, or you're not working towards an edge. You're still gambling. You're still, oh well, I'll get in here because of this, or oh, I'm really excited so this, or no. You need to say, I get in here, I get out here, and this is what I'm going to do if it goes up, or this is what I'm going to do if it goes down. We start with our risk. If you guys start with that, you're going to be trading tomorrow. You'll trade the next day and the next day and the next day. These guys that come in here and they just blow through their money and we're going to the moon on this trade, and they average into losses and stuff. Guys, those kids aren't going to be here for very long. And I honestly want to build a community that is here and that's going to last, not blow up their accounts. So guys, if you're in any speculative trades, anything that's going to blow your socks off, make sure you know your risk first. Make sure you're not oversized into it, okay? Amen to that. Guys, we're up to 72 subscribers. 72. I don't know when that happened. Did that just happen? Who just came in here and subscribed? I want to know. I want to give you that shout out, guys. We're up to 72. The goal is 100 by the end of this week. So we got 2 more days to do that. And I think it is extremely possible with the momentum that we have, with the awesome commentary that I'm giving you. Come on. We could do this. It's grade A, baby. What else are we looking at? We'll head back to Tesla, still trading above the 200. Let's look at Microsoft. It's just still trading above previous day close, but still not wanting to get back up to the highs that it was trading at, 276.50. Let's just take a look at Ford. We talked about Ford, about how it broke down after its earnings. Really broke down here, and it started bouncing off this 21-day moving average. Okay, because it's trading above the 200-day, because it's trading above its 10-day. Let's take a look at the Stan Weinstein stock trading analysis by looking at the weekly and see if it's trading above its 30-day. Okay, it's just now trading above its 30-day. So this might be the stage 2. This might be the next stage on Ford. And what I mean by that is you have different stages in the stock trend, and if you follow Stan Weinstein, you'll realize that he doesn't trade anything that's trading below the 30-day moving average. I shouldn't say that. He might, okay? But in his teachings with this stock trading analysis, you're looking for a stage 2. So this is a stage 1 where it keeps breaking through this, okay? A stage 2 is where it does break through and it holds above it. So this might be a nice area for Ford to look for a buy. Now, I'm not giving you a buy or sell recommendation. I'm just letting you know what I see here. I'm not telling you to buy this stock. I'm just telling you that this looks like there's beginning to gain proof of concept, and I might actually put this on my watch list. I might actually buy a few shares of this. But until then, we're going to continue looking at the rest of our shares. So it looks like this SKYX wants to break all the way back down to where we bought it in at. Now, I don't know exactly why it's telling us we're down $6.25 on this, but as you guys can see, I bought the average price in at 25 shares at $3.54. That is right here. We're still trading above it, so this is wrong. I don't want you guys thinking that we're wrong. We're still up money on this, but we aren't going to let this thing go against us for too very long. Matter of fact, I want to go against my sell rules. I just want to sell this now, guys. You know, I do. I'm going to be very honest, but I want to make sure that I am practicing what I preach, and I'm holding on to the things that I'm supposed to be holding on to. Or we might get another BBBY where it takes off without me because I was bored in the trade. All right. DT, yeah, that we're going to take that off our watch list now because DT broke down completely and we are no longer in the trade. DraftKings looks like it's having a heavy pullback here. I wonder if we have some kind of news on this. Let's take a look at the news. We have nothing new, nothing brand new, nothing sticking out. So maybe it's the overall market that's bringing this down. Let's go back to SPY. We'll go back to SPY. Yeah, SPY is breaking down here, guys. SPY just had a huge sell-off. It looks like it's trading all the way down to 412. Okay, so when we have that, we have to make sure that we look at our biggest traded equities. And right now, we see SPY. SPY's also coming down. We don't know if this is tanking the SPY or the SPY's help bringing down Tesla. But either way, guys, we got to keep an eye on it. We're probably going to see multiple tests in this $200 area. Okay, it's very important. This $200 area is. It's very psychological. Okay, we could move a lot higher from here, guys. A lot higher if we are able to continue. But right now, it's testing its VWAP area. Very important area to see if we can bounce higher from here or if we're going to end up trading lower, right? So that being said, we're going to keep on keeping on, keep on kicking butt, keep on moving my moving my video around. You know, when I see these big sell-offs here, just like our good buddy what is it, Hyvik? He's not in the chat today, but he likes to play these big sell-offs. So this is decent on a 5-minute, but he likes to see these quick sells so he can buy them back up. Now he wants to see something way bigger. You know what? He wants to see this thing, you know, come all the way back down and test the bottom before he's buying it up. But I just wanted to point out that, you know, we have traders that like to play emotional panics like this. You know, this isn't much of a panic. This is more of a panic, you know. And if you bought this panic, hey, you know, more power to you, because I wanted to, I couldn't do it because I'm not a huge dip buyer yet. I've done a few dip buys like I showed you guys on Snap. I bought the dip on Snap down here, you know, and we ended up selling somewhere about right here. So it was nice. It was a beautiful trade. But, you know, it's just one of those things, guys. You got to take profits when you want to take profits. You can't always hold on to them. you know. So this is a successful dip buy, and I might have more dip buys, but that dip on SPY, man, after that big ramp up and that big dip, I wanted to buy, and it came down, and it was squatting right here on its 10-day moving average. It was just squatting on it, and not the 10-day moving average, but on its this trend line that I drew for you guys. It was just squatting on there, and I just thought, man, you know, maybe buy one for the long-term account. But headed to meetings. Catch you later. Bye, guys. Bye, Becky. We really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for being here. Well, let's see what we got going on, guys. We're going to have another buy up on SPY, or are we just going to continue to trade lower? I think if we at least come down to this 410, 411 area, we should at least see a bounce from there. If we don't see a bounce from there, we can start shaking. We can start shivering in our boots a little bit. It's 10:30 right now, guys. We still have an hour and a half with me, live commentary, doing the dang thing, not even taking a breath, but maybe a sip. Wow. So I poured my coffee today into my coffee mug that had hot chocolate in it from the day before. It was a wise decision. It was a wise decision because it is delicious. Tesla still, even with the market trying to sell off here, guys, Tesla is wicking at that VWAP. It would be a beautiful thing. It would be a beautiful thing if the market could catch a bid here and travel higher just to help push our Tesla trade higher. But it doesn't look promising, guys. It doesn't look promising at all. Let's take a look at our other trades. Let's see how LCID is trading. Or did we already get out of that? Let's take a look. LCID. LCID. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's almost already back down to this area. Yeah, that breakout was not sustained at all. This does not look good at all for us, guys. But that's all right. That's why we take small share size. We got to make sure that we aren't going above and beyond, losing all of our money today so I can't trade for you tomorrow, right? But that's the good thing about doing this. You got winners, you got losers. DraftKings, still a winner. Even though that emotional drop back on the 5-minute had us really eyeballing it, really looking. Maybe that's why we need to be on the 15-minute, you know? See, it's getting wicked up. It's getting bought up here. It's looking good. We can look at some other winners here, like XM. XM's still making us some money. It's one of those things where I kind of just want to get out because I'm so sick of just being in this. It's not a huge mover. It's only moving 5% ADR usually per day. Now on these continuation earnings gap ups, the earnings continuation plays that I actually play, what I'm actually looking for is not for it to move 5%, but a continuation for it to move quicker, higher, faster than the original 5% that it was asking for. So I think when I got into this XM originally, it was trading at 3.5%. But that doesn't matter because it's not including the gap up from its earnings. So it's either the next day or a few days later, it actually calculates those in. So it takes the gap up on earnings and it adds it to its original ADR, and then boom, it gives you an actual recommended amount. Not recommended, but it gives you an understanding of how much the stock has capability of moving. And it still can move outside of that too, guys. It can move, so. Oh yeah, things are looking good, guys. Things are looking good. I'm loving it. You're loving it. That's great. So let's make sure we're all caught up in chat. Everything's looking good. We got 10 people here watching now. Things are looking great. Let me know if I don't have it up on screen. If you don't like what I'm watching, tell me what you're watching. I'm here for you. Okay, guys? I am here for you, and I'm happy to look at any stock, to do analysis on any trade, and to converse and communicate with the community. It's the only way we're going to grow, guys. It's the only way we're going to grow is if we communicate with each other. We have a better understanding, a better knowledge of our risk, our reward, and how people trade. Some people get into this market, just like I did when I first started, guys. I had no idea it looked like this. I had no idea, people went into the market and didn't just put their money in the market and leave it in there, right? I put my money in the market, I can be back out within 5 minutes. Now, the way I trade, if I put my money in the market and I'm in there for 4 or 5 days, it's a winning trade. I'm making money because I already know where my risk is, where my reward is, and if it breaks down and it gets me out, you won't see me sitting in losing trades, just like this AEHR. It broke down, boom, we're out. We don't ever have to look at this thing again. Meta, Meta, oh my gosh, Meta. Speaking of Meta, we're having a crazy breakdown here on Meta. I don't know if you guys remember, but I did take 2 shares out on this breakout right here. And now Meta's coming back down, and it's trading at that 185 area. I told you guys this 185 area is very, very key. It's a very important area to see if it can hold. So if this thing breaks down in this 185 area, guys, we're out. We're not going to be trading this. So this is a nice area to either add in and to see if it holds, or it's an area that we need to just keep a really close eye on to see if it's going to break down from. But it is trying to defend that 185 area. It almost makes me want to add into it just to see if we can get a continuation higher. And if we don't, hey, we don't. It's no big deal. I don't really care. Unbelievably, with all this market coming down, Tesla still is trying to push higher. So, like I said, guys, when Tesla starts to break out, Tesla gets strong. Tesla likes to work. It does help that we're getting a buy up. We're getting a big wick here on the 15-minute on this buy, so that's always positive news. Let's head back to BBBY and see how Brad's trade's doing. We did get that pop. We are getting that drop, and we are looking like he is in the profit. So, BBBY continues to break down from here. Yep, when you dilute your shareholders, guys, and you get these long, and there's no liquidity in the ticker anymore, you can see people just starting to exit, you know, or better yet, people starting to short sell. So that's what it looks like it's going on here. No big deal. Snap back down here, all the way back down to its breakout area from last week. And it's just trying to hold. It's trying to hold this area. This might be just like Meta. This might be a nice buy-in area. I don't know for sure. These aren't buy and sell recommendations, but it does look like a good looks like a good buy-in area. I'm not going to take this trade. I've already made my money on this trade. It's still trading extended from its 10-day moving average. Let me just bring up the 10-day moving average, because I could be wildly wrong here. Max 1 day. Yeah, it's still trading a little extended from its 10-day moving average. But it does look good. I mean, things are looking nice for it. Nothing too crazy. But maybe we should put it on the 15 minutes so we don't get too excited here. Yep. CELZ. Yeah, CELZ finally found a bid down here at $1.04. IBIO still trading sideways from its day's consolidation and pre-market. Let's go to Tesla. So Tesla is still trading above that $200. It's awesome. It looks really good for Tesla. We're still holding on to the trade. We're still up $21 from where we got in. Things are looking good, guys. Things are looking good for Tesla. We gotta go take a look at Amazon though. Let's see. Is Amazon breaking down? Amazon's at $100. Amazon is at $100, guys. Oh, Amazon, you poor thing. Somebody get Amazon a stinking Band-Aid so we can continue a little higher, please. Meta just sitting here, squatting at this 185. Yeah, I mean, I had money on it too, guys. Do you see me? I bought money on it. I expect us to go higher and then maybe consolidate above this breakout area. But it looks like the whoever's making this market has more plans. Has more plans for us. So, tell me what you guys are watching this. If there's anything interesting going on in the market that I don't see, that's not in front of me right now, let me know so I can keep an eye on it. DraftKings is getting bought right back up. All these sell-offs from DraftKings, and they keep getting bought right back up, guys. Let's take a look at Lucid. Yeah, Lucid's still trading, still just hanging out at that 1159 area. If it can consolidate, we still have an opportunity to get up higher today, but it being 1044, its next rush might not be until after lunch, you know. Things are going to start really slowing down here in the next hour. That's just how it is. All your institutional owners, all your big traders and stuff, guys, they go out for lunch. You know, all that big money that's getting funneled in the morning and in the afternoon, it's out of here at lunch. They're going to take a lunch break, and they're gonna come back with more food in their belly and hopefully more money in their pockets to throw at this market. So that's the whole aspect between that. BBAI is breaking down. Awesome, guys. Carvana looks like it had a nice little pop up. And I've been keeping an eye on Carvana. I keep telling you guys that we're forming this base right here, you know, on Carvana, just like we formed a base here. just like way back here, we formed a base here. Okay, you can see the correlation. Okay, and why I play these certain things. Played the breakout, we got out before the bigger move, and it looks like it's starting to break out here again, guys. I did say I wanted another day on this, but it doesn't look like it's going to wait for us. It's starting to take off, and if you were to be in this trade, I would have said the trade for the breakout really was right here, guys. Right here at this $13 to $14 area. If you're not in this yet, I wouldn't suggest getting in it. It's not one of those trades that you don't want to buy extended, guys, especially, you know, any kind of weary stock like this that is just failing, you know. It looks like it's doing good, but it is a failing stock. Unless they get bought out by somebody, Carvana's not doing good. So let's take a look at AI stock. It looks like AI stock is getting some attention today, which is good because we don't want this thing to fail if we want to play for the future. Yeah, it's just trading sideways, sitting on top of its 10. This actually looks like it's really setting up. Actually, I'm looking at Lucid, sorry. But if we can get this to look more like Lucid here, where it's squatting down on its 10-day, might end up being a really nice trade. Yeah, that being said, where I took my breakout trade for Lucid is actually a nice spot on this chart right here, squatting. So this is something I'll probably end up holding overnight, as long as it doesn't break down. If this breaks down, I don't want it. You know, if it breaks down, I don't want it. I'm not looking at it. I don't care about it. I'll be out of it, right? But if this thing wants to continue higher and print us some money, I'll hang out. We'll see. I'll allow it. Tesla's breaking down, just lingering around. Not breaking down. It's still trading above that VWAP area, above that 200 psychological area. But it's just hanging out, guys. It's not doing much of anything. Let's look at TCAT. Do you guys remember TCAT? If I remember correct, TCAT is an NFT art collection company. Let's see if it's got some news here for us. Let's see. No news. But it is art. It is the art. And the last time they were around, they got all hyped up because of NFTs. If you guys remember, there's always like hype inside the market. And at one point in time, NFTs was such a crazy buzzword. It was like ChatGPT. If you said anything that had to do with anything NFTs, we're going to start creating NFTs, we're selling NFTs, we are a producer of NFTs, anything like that, the stock market would just go crazy. It would just, I mean, if we look back at TCAT, this news here, I'm pretty sure was because of TCAT's NFT collection or whatever they said that they were going to start doing new. So it was really hype. But anytime I see this thing popping off, unless this thing gets up into the areas of volatility shown, like this area, this area, this area, or even this area, I don't care about this stock because it's not going to do anything. I mean, it might run. It could run if you find a play in this. It might run, but I'm going to be looking at resistance at this $3.50, huge resistance at this $12, huge resistance at this $33 area, and even bigger resistance at the $60 area. So if you want to mess with TCAT, I wouldn't say that this is a long-term buy and hold. I would say if you want to get into a trade in TCAT, I would probably look more for a short in the $3, the $12, and the $60 area. All right? That's TCAT. CELZ is just trading sideways. Nothing really going on with that. It's kind of boring. We don't have too much on the markup, the gap up scanners, so we'll just go back down here. We'll just look at some of our stocks, guys, like GNS. GNS just sitting there. And like I said the other day, it broke down from this base. It broke down pre-market. It gapped up. When it gaps up, look where it's gapping up into. All this consolidated area. All these bag holders in GNS, they want out. So they sell into that, and it sells off. And that's the same idea as Brad was having on BBBY. You know, you have all these bag holders here, and it sells off, and it breaks this area. Kind of breaks it. Okay, it's trading below its main pocket of resistance. So when it gaps up here, it's going to sell off. And the reason for it is because all these people are stuck. They want out. They don't want to be a part of the stock anymore. Okay, so that's just one idea. Look at Carvana. Beautiful Carvana. Beautiful pennant we drew. I mean, that's a great breakout trade. I just still wish I was in it, guys. I got out because I was bored right here, you know? It's the whole same reason. I don't want to be out of Lucid because I'm bored right here. You know, I'm down $3.15. Why do I even want to be in this trade anymore? You know? It's one of those. But we need to hold on. We got to be disciplined. We cannot sell out. SECO still trading sideways, still holding this area. A couple more days on this, guys. This thing might get some legs. Let's take a look at some. Winning trades. DraftKings. I'm telling you, I should just start buying these dips, guys. Why am I not buying these dips in DraftKings? I'm not telling you to. Definitely not buy or sell recommendation, but if I would have bought every dang dip I seen on DraftKings when I thought I should have, I'd have made a lot more money. But it's still, you know, tomorrow it might drop all the way back down here, and all that money that I would be up, I would be down, because I'm trying to get in close to that 10-day moving average, right? So we're going to stick with this trade. We're already up $56 from a trade that we chose last week, and we're just sitting here, guys. We're just watching it. It's pretty cool. I love it. Tesla back below its $200. We're trading right at where we bought it at $199.22. This thing might break down, guys. And if it does, it's A-okay. We know where our risk is. And as long as we know where our risk is, we're going to be just fine. Just fine, guys. So we are risking $30 on this trade, and we will know more by 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. So we got 1 hour and 9 minutes here with me still today, guys, to see if some of the trades that I took are going to carry on and work out for us, or if they're going to piddle down and stop us out and create a loss. And so far, guys, we are up on the day. We are kicking butt. We are taking names. We are happy to be here for you. So if you appreciate any of this commentary, any of this content, if I'm providing you any value whatsoever, please hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Help join and form this community that I want to create so badly. I want to be here for you. I want you to be here for me. I want to see you in the comment section. I want you alerting me on things, just like we had a buddy of mine alert me to Snap yesterday when Snap started breaking highs. Just like we had people alerting me when SPY was breaking out. Okay? Hey guys, you know, I'm here for you. If you're here for me, I can commentate a lot better if you let me know what you want me to watch. AI looks like it's just doing well. We had a nice push here. I'm not expecting anything crazy right now on AI just because it's so far extended. It needs some cool off time, guys. You know, the best runners that continue to run take breaks. The best runners that you've ever seen take breaks, right? I don't think Usain Bolt never stopped running, right? Same thing for a stock. It needs to stop. It needs to slow down. It needs to build up some proof of concepts. Because if you have been trading at all for any amount of time, you'll know not to buy breakouts. Well, these are breakouts. These are breakouts right here. Breakouts. These are breakouts. Look what happens when you buy breakouts. They break down. And when I say breakouts, I'm sorry, I'm not talking about these breakouts where they're breaking out of a range. I'm talking about a breakout where we have consistent buying power and pushing to the top. These aren't the areas to get in. When you get these huge pushes like this, that's not the time to buy in. You need to wait for it to revert back to its mean and find proof of concept somewhere in the chart. When you find that proof of concept and you start building confidence around your trading by back testing and saving data and going over it every day, week, or month, or all three, you'll start to understand where you want to get in, where you want to get out, and where you want to take most of your trading capital at, okay? Just like this. I've seen Tesla do Tesla things so many times where I love playing their breakouts. So I decided to play this breakout. Now, I know what my risk is, so I'm not sweating in this trade, guys. I've already accepted the fact that I might lose $30 in this trade. And if I do, hey, we're going to learn a little something from it, right? Maybe these Tesla breakout trades, I don't buy the breakout, I wait for the pullbacks. Who knows? Maybe that's the way I work on this. But we won't know the end until I either win or learn. And if I win on this trade, you guys are going to be here to see it, because I'm here every day, 8 till 12, kicking butt, commentating and taking names, guys, taking live trades for you. You can't see it done anywhere else but here. So if you like the content that I'm bringing you, and I'm bringing you any type of self-worth, go ahead and hit that like, that subscribe button. We're at 72 subscribers already, guys, 72, and I am just so happy about it. I am so happy that I will jump up with joy. There we go. Tesla getting bought right back up, guys. Look at that. And you know, we're looking at this on a 15-minute too. This isn't a 5-minute wick. This is a 15-minute buy up. Those wicks on the 5-minute charts and the 1-minute charts, I don't really give too much attention to. But when you see a big wick like this on the 15, now it could sell right back off, guys. It really could. But when I see these big wick ups like this on the 15, those wicks mean more to me, okay? Because it means in a matter of 15 minutes, whatever was sold off in that 15 minutes is getting bought right back up. So there's somebody there with sustaining buying power trying to eat Tesla share up. You know, there's like a whale there buying it, you know? So let's keep on. Hey, good morning, Ginger Hopper. Good to see you. Is there any trades that you're looking at today? If there are, just put it in the comments. Every day we're going to keep kicking butt and try to do better commentation for you. And if you don't like what I'm watching, let me know what you're watching so I can watch it for you. Yep, that Ford, I'm telling you guys, this base on this Ford, right in that 21-day moving average. I know, right? It's pretty funny. Hopefully this Tesla, respectfully when I say hopefully, we don't like to just hope for the best, right? We want to get in, we want to know where our losses, where our rewards are, the whole game plan. So there isn't any hope. It's action, it's affirmative. It's letting us know exactly where these things are being traded. And when I say hope, I always say respectfully, because when I use hope, I do hope. And we're not going to just try and eliminate that word from our vocabulary. We can use the word hope, but with the understanding, with the respect, knowing that if this thing does start to fail, we already knew about it. If this thing does take off, well, that's what we were hoping it was going to do. We have a bull bias sentiment inside this trade. So when I use the word hope and you hear me say respectfully, it's because I am saying it in a matter of understanding where my risk and reward is. Okay, guys? So I do hope this stock goes up. We got 9 of you watching here right now. Really happy you're here. Really happy that I'm here. I'm glad that I can give commentation on your favorite stocks. We got BBBY still breaking down. Carvana giving back most of its gains. It came all the way back up here to the 1672, and now it's back down to 1476. Tesla still wicking off hard, showing proof of concept on this breakout trade. The volume is coming in for it. Let's take a look at Lucid just to see where we're trading at. So Lucid still, from that breakout area that I bought in, sold right off and is coming down hard, guys. It's coming down hard. It doesn't look like there's much going to happen for the stock, but if I can hold on to this for a full day so we can actually see what's going to happen tomorrow, I would be very, very happy. But I do want it to close above this 10-day moving average though. So hopefully we can get some wicks, hopefully we can move a little bit higher, and we can see more proof of concept. AI, just like Carvana's breaking down. It looks like we had a nice little push in the market and everything just started selling back off again. SECO, we're going to keep this one on our radar, guys, because it's just trading sideways just like we want to. GNS still breaking down from previous day. Will it hold that 591? We won't know until later. CDIO, man, this thing just looks like a crappy stock, but we're going to keep watching it just because what I want to see is it push up into this 268 like I was telling you on pre-market prep, and hopefully it can fall from there. So SPY wicking off bottoms. It's just giving that that illusion that, you know, we're doing fine, we're doing great, we're trading higher, and then we open up and look at this. We're just getting selling off, push up, sell off, push up, sell off. So this market still doesn't know what it wants to do yet, but guys, this 410 area is very, very important. And if you look, we're starting to get all these gaps in between these dailies. And if we're getting gaps in between these dailies every day, you can tell it's just getting hot. And to me, it's almost just like the stocks, the SPY's trying to push higher, and then there's something that's weighing it down. It's pulling it back down, pushing it higher, weighing it down. It's not going lower. We're still forming new higher lows, but every single time this thing wants to push up, it's getting pushed back down. So I'm telling you, if it keeps doing that and it's still making new higher lows, there are so many people trying to short this stock. There's so many people trying, not specifically the stock, but so many people are shorting stocks. So many people are anticipating the markets to go lower. And if we get that, and all of a sudden we tick higher and we can't push any lower, we're going to get a crazy market volatility. We're going to get a ton of people selling out of their short positions and a ton of people buying into their short position, or buying into the stock. So we see this huge influx, this huge pivot point, and that's what we're looking for in Tesla. Because if we can see it in SPY, everything holding it underwater, and Tesla's already doing really well in the market, and as the market pulls down, it's still trying to stay above its VWAP. That is really, really a good sign for Tesla. So if the market can turn around, let's just say, just for funsies, that market starts to turn around right now and it starts to trade higher, and everybody already sees that Tesla is a leader, maybe not so much, we're not going to use the word leader in this, but is doing well, it's trading at its highs, then people are going to want to try and get some money into here, and we might see sustaining buying power. We've already seen pretty good amount of volatility come into Tesla, and it's only 11 o'clock. So guys, we still have an hour here with me today. So if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button so every time I pop in here, you can see when I pop in. I start this stream out every day at around 7:30. We start the stream, we let the music play in the background, we let the cumulative traders build up in it, and then at 8 o'clock Eastern, I pop on here, and I'm here every day until 12 to make sure we give you guys at least an hour and a half before market prep, and we give you some time during the trading hour to make sure that we understand where our risk reward is, and I can give you the best commentary on this hottest stocks that you guys are watching right now. Real time, real live time. And that's something else you want to do too, guys. Make sure you go to the bottom of your YouTube. Like, I'll just pull this up here for you guys. You want to go to your bottom of your YouTube here, and you want to make sure you hit that like button, okay? Comment in the comment section, and make sure you subscribe, guys, okay? The subscribe button should be somewhere down here, okay? And make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. If you hit that subscribe button, you don't have to worry about me. I will come to you every single day at market when our live stream opens, so you guys can take a peeky gander and see if you like or love it. This right here, green. I wore the doo-doo brown shirt yesterday because I figured we'd just be trading sideways, and I wore red the first day, so I'm trying to even everything out. So the doo-doo green, we'll call it the doo-doo green shirt is on and alive, baby. And I don't know if you guys can see me on here, but my white hair is about as white as my background board. That might be due to the simple fact that I took on this market a few years ago, and I wanted to learn everything about it as quick as I possibly could, so I made every mistake in the beginning that you possibly could. I learned it all really, really quick, guys. Really, really quick. And I just found that even when I would take a loss, I still wanted to get back into the market. Not in a sense where, like, I took a loss, I need to get back in, I need to make that money back. I did that too. That was another big mistake that I had to learn. But what I'm talking about more specifically is when I would lose and it would hurt, and I would say, oh, I don't ever want to trade again, I don't ever want to do this again, this sucks. I would be right back here the next day looking at tickers. I might not be trading, but I would be at least watching the market, having my finger on this mycelium, on this pulse, on this fungus that constantly is rooted into everybody's home, through every phone, through every CPU, guys. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy how well we are connected. And then on top of all that, every one of these ticks, all this crap, these are all people. People that either created algorithms or real people making real trades here. Just like me, guys, I bought this breakout right here live with you. Right here at $199 even. So that way you guys can see a live trade, a live breakout, and you can see the proof of concept. I'm a real person buying real shares. Now, granted, we only got 7 total shares here, but that doesn't matter. We're still printing money, baby. We are still printing money. What are we up? So I'm expecting this thing to really run. And so right now we're only up $21, okay? If I'm finding proof of concept in this and we can get the market to travel higher, I'm either going to lose $30 or I'm going to be in Tesla for a little while, okay? I want to be in Tesla for a little while. I want to be in Tesla all through its stage 2 uptrend if it can find one. Right now, it's not showing any proof of concept of a stage 2 uptrend, but I am showing proof of concept that these breakouts could work in a good market. So as long as we have a good market and we have sustaining buying power, then we're going to get these beautiful moves that take us higher. The issue with the SPY is we're still getting a selling off action. Despite these wicks, we're still getting pressured to the downside. What's beautiful about Tesla is even with all that pressure to the downside, Tesla's still holding up above that psychological $200 average, a $200 area. Guys, it's crazy. It's crazy just what that can do. Just what the psychological aspect of things can do, you know? So, let's go ahead and take a look at all of our trades really quick. We'll skim through them and make sure that everybody's aware and understanding. Let's see, we got 27 views so far, guys. Looking good, looking good. We are up to, we got 7 people watching us right now. Thank you. I appreciate your time. Appreciate you being here. Really enjoy taking care of this. Really enjoy doing the commentary. It's what I love to do. It's my passion. And that's why I show up every single day, baby. Every single day to just squeak some money out of here. We got to squeak a little money out of here, boys. First Solar, this was a very strong stock, and it still is, obviously. It's still a leader. But with the market where it's trading right now, I expect it to be more towards its highs. All right, going over our trades. DraftKings still trading towards its highs, still trading higher than its previous close. So we like the way this looks, but we're still waiting for that 10-day moving average to catch up so we can average into it a little bit more. XM still just trading sideways for the day. It's not doing anything, basically. Like I told you guys before, it's like one of those things that I much rather, thank you, Ginger. You should be able to hear me a little bit better now. I'll pull you guys even a little closer here. Yeah, so if the music was a little too loud for you, it should sound a little bit cleaner, a little bit more crisp. We have a lot of different music on here, so it might swap back and forth. We might get a little bit louder here for a few minutes, and then it might quiet down for you. But this XM, what's funny about this XM is I took this on a breakout pattern, right? An earnings continuation. So we got the earnings continuation. I took it on the hourly, right? And it kept coming down, testing that hourly, and then it broke up after I took half out, and now it's trading sideways. Well, look at this, guys. I got in, we got half out, we're already winning. And look, for this thing to get me out, it's going to come all the way back down to its buy-in area, right? Here's the thing. It's squatting down and getting really tight on this 10-day moving average. That's my next play. That right there is my next play. So what I think I'm going to want to do here, guys, is I'm going to want to take this trade, okay, risking the break of the 10-day moving average. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is adding back in those 15 share or the 12 shares that I took off. So we have a total of 30 again. And then we're going to bring our stop loss up underneath here. We'll take it to 16. So that way we can stay in for one day. And we'll see if we can't get this next breakout trade for it to go higher. Okay. So we're gonna go back. Well, that's the idea. Okay, that's the idea. I'm not fully invested in this. I feel like it's a really smart trade, just because I'm already up and I've already protected my capital on this trade. So if I do lose on this trade, it wouldn't be much, because I'm still up $18 on this trade so far. So if I took another 12 and then put my stop at like the low of day, I put my stop here, and then we'll work with anything below the 10-day moving average. That might be a possibility. That way we can see a continuation higher for one, on earnings, and two, the proof of it coming back down here and creating this, this pennant, So, yeah. So this might be something that I'm really interested in, that I might actually end up having to take today. And I really hope that doesn't take off before I make up my decision. It is right on the red to green too, guys. I don't know if you remember talking to me about this yesterday, but red to green means it opened up right here, okay? And if you see that gray line that I drew, that's an inflection point or a pivot point, basically meaning that if you're sitting on this point, a lot of people look at this on the daily and they're looking at this red to green. See how it's green right now? Well, if it trades below this, it'll flash red. So it's going red to green. They call this a red to green play because that's where it opened up. That's whether the trade will be red or green on the day. So right now, if we looked at it, we'd say, oh, the trade's green on the day. It opened up and it's trading higher than where it opened up, okay? Which isn't much, you know, it's up by pennies right now, but I want you guys to understand that concept, okay? So let's go back, take a look at our trades. So Tesla's back down here, 199.89, trading below the $200, below the 200 psychological area. That SKYX, of course, I even just mentioned getting out of it because I'm bored, and look at it ramps right back up to its consolidated area. Now, the issue with this is this is where people are trapped now. See this high box of volatility? When it gets back up to this $4 area, we're gonna watch it, because if this thing just sells off now when it gets to the $4 and can't come back up, I'm gonna sell before it even gets back down to here, because it's ruining my proof of concept. This is too big of a sell-off where for it to come back up here, it doesn't have enough liquidity to at least sustain this power of its sell-off, then I'm not gonna like this stock at all. It's 11:11, guys. I got 45 minutes with me still left on this live commentary. Live trading, live commentary. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. I'm here with you guys every day, Monday through Friday, 8 until 12. I am a talking head. I can talk and talk and talk as long as I have my coffee to help wet my whistle. If I do not entertain you for whatever reason it might be, what's the problem? You need to turn up the music then, boys. I'm doing the best I can here. I'm giving you grade A commentary, so if it's not the best you've heard, you need to send me the link of somebody who does it better so I can watch and learn myself and get better, right? DraftKings breaking down from its highs, still trading above its previous day's close, okay? XM, that's the trade we were just talking about where it's squatting down here on its 10-day moving average, still trading, it's trading above its price. The SPY is still breaking down here. The SPY is still breaking down. On the 15-minute, all we're seeing is red except for the morning push. Be safe, guys. If you're holding on to your short, if you're holding shorts right now, hold on to those shorts, because it looks like the market wants to continue to move lower. Lucid, look at Lucid. No love here today on Lucid. No love whatsoever. JSPR still just trading at that buy-in area. Boring. SoFi's breaking down, and it's still trading in that 730 area, just trading sideways. We're hoping that, and I say it respectfully, we are hoping that we get a decent push here so we can trade at a higher sustaining price in SoFi, because we are starting to lose its momentum, but we are starting to show that we are seeing some consolidation now that we broke away from that descending trend line. Okay, broke through that descending trend line. Now it's trading sideways. If we can see some build up here in some consolidation, and we see that it's starting to respect that 10-day moving average again, and it holds tight, I'm going to add into this trade, and I'm going to add that extra. So yesterday we added those 10 shares right here, and now we're going to add another 15 shares and bring our share size up to 100 shares in SoFi. And then we can respectively hope for continuation. If not, and it breaks back down, I'm not going to take a big loss on this trade just because I was up so much, and right here I'm break even, So we're up $36 on this trade. We're just going to keep eyeballing it. We're going to keep making sure that that we don't forget about it, and we don't lose proof of concept. Okay, guys. So knowing that the market is trading lower, I was going to say, knowing that the market's trading lower, this thing was lingering at the top. It started to sell off, and it broke down past where our buy-in point would have been for an earnings continuation. Again, we mark these things so we can learn from them, guys. Just because you missed your trade doesn't mean you shouldn't be watching it. You have a better understanding of the market if you keep your finger on its pulse. If you keep your finger on its pulse, you're going to be doing a heck of a lot better, guys. Heck of a lot better, okay? Let's take a look at Meta. Oof, Meta. Yucky Meta. Broke down past that 185. That is not looking good for Meta, okay? So this is our line in the stone. That 185 was the line in the stone, and it's trading lower, all right? I would say The only thing that I'm going to, just because we're in small share size, we're going to get out of these 2 shares if this trade breaks 183. All right. It already broke the 185, and I told you I was going to get out if it broke the 185, so there you go. I'm out. I'm out, guys. We took a small loss on that one. No big deal. We only had 2 shares. We bought at 187. We sold at 183. We lost $8 on that trade. So I think on our losses today, we're down maybe 20 bucks. Maybe 20 bucks. We could be down a lot more if Tesla doesn't want to do our bidding, which is totally understandable. With the market looking like it is today, I don't see any bulls being too excited unless we can find a sustainable bid down here, which I imagine is more closer to 410. All right, so that being said, we're gonna keep an eye on it, guys. We only got 45 minutes until the day's over for me, and I gotta go do other things outside this computer, unfortunately. I wish I could stay here with you all day, every day, and give you live commentary. This is what I love to do. It is my passion. You're not going to see me get burnt out with this. If anything, you're going to see it start to ramp up. If we start to catch a bid, if you will, we start to see more subscriptions, we start to see more proof of concept inside this community, we're going to find more and better ways to help sustain a better active community, guys. And it all starts with you. It all starts with you. It all starts with you reaching out to your friends, reaching out to your family, let them know that there's this crazy guy with a doo-doo green shirt on, spitting everything that he can every single day, trying to bring you the best content and commentary inside the market, all while trading live in front of you, 8 till 12 every day, Monday through Friday. If that's something that you value, hit that subscribe, send it out to your friends, give them an early birthday gift, early Christmas gift. Just send it their way. They'll love it. They'll love it. Anyway, guys, let's see what we got going on. We got 9 people watching us still. That's awesome. That's awesome, guys. I think the most we had at once was a total of 15 or 16 people at once, and that was yesterday. And unfortunately, today we had a little bit of a hiccup with the internet working. We had to shut everything down and restart it, but that's part of learning. If there's any way, one day I can learn how to actually reopen that stream, so your stream gets shut down and I can reopen that stream, I think that's going to be a lot better. And I think that's why we're seeing a small downtick in our viewers today, is because they probably are clicking on the very first one that they seen, and then they didn't click on the second one because the first one didn't work for them. So that being said, every day we're going to work a little bit harder to get a little bit better at everything that we're doing. And so if we look at the previous one, it says it's got 75 views, which really hurts, guys. Really hurts, because if we didn't have that one up, I think we would funnel more people into this video. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to delete this morning's video, just in hopes of it actually sending more people to the stream that's supposed to be up. So I am going to delete this. Hopefully this doesn't mess up, it doesn't mess up any like the YouTube algorithm or anything like that. So we did get rid of the original one, and we only have the live commentary that's up right now. So hopefully that works out for everybody, just simply because, I sent it out to about 100 people, and it just kind of stinks when you get all these people in here. You expect them to give off a good live stream. You get really excited. Your hands start to sweat a little bit. You revert back to the mean. 8 o'clock shows up. Your light goes off. Your stream goes off, and you don't know what to do. But hey, that's part of being a business owner. It's part of being a YouTube channel. It's part of really putting forth your best effort in trying to give and abstract the best content you can for your viewers. These things are going to happen. These things will happen, and it's a-okay. It's a-okay. We're just going to keep on keeping on, and we're going to do the best that we can for you. So let's see what we got going on in these messages here. Let me just catch up in these messages, make sure everybody's happy. Whoops, that's not how you work that. It looks like SPY is finally catching a bid. We're sitting at 412.24 as to where our Tesla's not above that $200 area yet, but at least we're trading 50 cents above where we bought it. That's good. That's very, very good. We're gonna check out Facebook here, make sure we got everybody that we need to get. Everything is looking good. Everything is looking good. Oh yeah. What are you guys watching today? You guys got anything on? You just got me in the background. You just listening in? 412.27 on the SPY. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the indices. We're going to go check at DraftKings. Oh, not indices. Let's take a look at Amazon. Amazon's still selling off here, guys. It's still below that $100 moving average. Not moving average, but the $100 moving area and the 100-day moving average. Very, very clearly having a hard time staying up there, guys. You know, if Amazon can't hold out for us, I'm not sure what will. It's very, very big, very big stock, guys. So why is it showing my doo-doo brown one? Lo-fi trader 72. Yeah, guys, here we go. All right, we're back in it to win it, baby. We got 5 people watching now. If you like what I give you, what did I do with MSGM? I sold MSGM the day after I bought it. MSGM, I bought that breakout way down here at the base, and I sold out at the top. You have to look at it on the 15 in order to understand. I bought this breakout here, 1 share. It went up to this top, and when I woke up in the morning, I noticed I was up 168%, so I sold out. So we made a little bit of money on it. I did label that as a gamble trade, though, just because, you know, actually, you and I were talking about that, Heiser, Joe Biden Hudman trader. You and I were actually talking about that, and you said, yeah, I'm not touching this thing. You know, there's no edge in it. And I said, I remember saying to you, there is an edge in it, and there is a risk in it, and the risk is how many shares that you buy. Like, you have to use your full amount that you have sustained inside this to use as your risk. So I ended up just getting one just for poops and giggles. Poops and giggles. That's way better than actually cussing, actually. I'm going to start saying poops and giggles from now on, especially with a duty green shirt on. Poops and giggles. All right, we got DraftKings still trading sideways above its previous day. We got XM already having me wish I bought a few extra shares on that squat, which, you know, you really could... Now I'm really kind of like fiddling with this in my head because it breaks through. It breaks this downtrend area. You can kind of form this any which way because if we don't look at pre-market and we just look at this, it broke through in the morning and then it came back down to test, and now it's trying to climb higher. Now it's trading underneath its VWAP area, but it's hard for me. It's hard for me to add into a trade, even though you see me do it in Tesla. It's hard for me to add into a trade that I'm already winning in. It is. It's very hard for simple reasons of this, guys. Right now, this is a no sweat trade. If this thing continues higher without me adding into it, I'm still printing money. I'm still making money, okay? And I've already gotten half my shares out right here. Brought the other 13 shares back up here at break even. So regardless, I'm winning on this trade. I'm not going to lose any money, okay? And if I add in here, it's going to change up the game. It's going to change up the whole dynamic. But what I like is this is 2 trades in 1. These are my 2 trades in 1. You got the earnings gap up and the earnings continuation that I played on the breakout. We played this. We held on to it. We sold out half right before the gap up. Not my intention, but because of the 3-day rule, take out half. Gaps up, and then we have sustaining selling power on a downtrend. Okay? Then, after that earnings gap up that we already have one play that we've already made our money in, now we have a second play forming here because it looks like it's starting to respect that 10-day moving average. Now, the only thing that I can't say for sure about is we don't really see it respecting that 10-day anywhere else but here. It started respecting it here. So we could, and then it comes down, it touches, looks like it touches the 21, but it respectfully bounces right back off of that and starts heading higher again. All right. So that being said, This is very, very interesting to me. It did good on earnings. It had continuation on the earnings gap up, and now we're squatting very tight range here, right above the 10. It makes me want in. It makes me want to get more in. So we're going to give it some time, because when I'm unsure about something, I just keep coming back. I keep fiddling with the idea. If I feel like I really need to get in with it, then I will, you know. But I want trades like I took on Tesla. Whether even if I lose or not, I would take this trade 1,000 times. I would take this trade 1,000 times just because of the proof and the concept that's behind it, okay? Until I have conviction like I had conviction in Tesla, I won't be trading it, okay? So XM, it's getting there. It's getting there. You know, it's almost like, hey, you know, when do I actually pull the trigger on this thing? When can I actually pull the trigger on this thing? So maybe I don't. Maybe I just let this sit. Maybe I just see. You know, we'll just keep a closer eye on it. That's all. That's all you can do. LCID is still breaking down. Yeah, I don't really care for it. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like tomorrow. SKYX did bounce right off of our buy area. It did come up into this 3.8. It is showing that we have some selling in there. And I'm getting bored with the trade, guys. I'm getting bored with the trade. That means if I'm getting bored with the trade, that means I'm going to want to get out soon. All right? So this is exactly, guys, why I always start with risk. That's why I always respect the risk, and I'm really happy I was able to do this in front of you guys today. Okay? You see where I bought in on the breakout of this trade. Okay? We didn't take any shares out because we were looking for a continuation higher. With the way the market was rallying and the way things were looking, I personally had a bias in the market to move higher. So I didn't take any shares out because I like to be in it more than one day. It came up, it showed that it was trying to sustain, and since this morning on the 15-minute, it's just been selling straight off, guys. We had a little hiccup here, we had a little hiccup here at the two main areas. But other than that, it's been selling off. That 185 is no longer a hot topic anymore. Okay, that 185 has been breached, and we might actually see this thing have some incredible sell-off power if we cannot catch a bid. All right. Proof of concept after this break is a quick breakdown, and then for it to pop back up and hit that 185, and it's now resistance. You guys understand that? I hope you do, because right now, every time we bounce down to that 185, we had demand. We had people sitting there waiting, saying, hey, I want this. Hey, I want this. Hey, I want this too. I want this too. And then it broke out, but it didn't go anywhere. And then the market started to turn over, and so did Meta. Now Meta has broke through that 185. Nobody's willing to buy it there anymore. And if it continues lower and doesn't find a bid sometime soon, and it continues lower, then when it pops back up that 185 area, that's going to be the area that we're going to want to watch for selling. Okay? All right. Let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla is just still trying to defend that area. Really just trying to defend that area. Not looking too good for Tesla. We still are up on this trade simply because I'm still holding some shares from back at 181.73. Okay? So that's why I'm up on this trade, even though it's showing I bought in at 198.95. I wanted to show the two different trades regardless of what happens. So I'm either going to sell out all my shares when it breaks down to here and I'll be down $30, or this thing can actually hold out for a day. It actually can sustain this push while it's waiting for the market to show that it can actually catch a bid and move higher, or maybe the market doesn't. We're already back down to this 410. I've been harping on this 410 for 3 days now, guys. This 410 area is very important. It's because the market has come up and it's bumped its head on this 410 area, and just like we were talking earlier, it broke through. So we're expecting when it comes back down to see something happen. When it did come back down after it bounced off of 420, it came back down and it consolidated for 2 days. Mr. Papa Powell came out and started talking and did some shifty shaking stuff in the market. Okay, then it continued back up higher, trading closer to the highs, and then when we opened up, we started selling back off and we're back down to this $410 area. Now, if you were with me the past few days, you know that this 410 area is very, very important. I keep bringing it up, and I say that you guys are going to hear me say it numerous times. And this is why, guys. This is why I created this area at 400, 410, and 420. First of all, because they're psychological areas, and second of all, they're technical areas. You can see right where I drew all of these out. That's where everybody's bumping their head. It's very, very important. And that's why I tell you these psychological levels land on areas like whole numbers, 410, 450, 430, 420, everybody's favorite number. It's all landing on these for a very specific reason. It's because people do respect these. People do respect these. So hopefully the SPY, and I say that respectfully, hopefully the SPY can hold a bid here at this 410, and we can see proof of concept and for it to continue higher. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We're going to call it good, and we're going to carry on our wayward son. Carry on our wayward son. So Carvana still pulling back down from its breakout. It broke out, and look where it went, guys. Right in the 17, that $17 area, that $17 to $18 area right here. Look at this. It's got a ton of volume traded. It went up, it wicked off hard, and now we have selling pressure down. Speaking of selling pressure, let's see how BBAI is doing. BBAI looks like it's continuing downward, and look, guys, just like I told you earlier, we come down, look at this VWAP area, look at this consolidation where all these people were trading, right? We go right around where all these people were trading. It's all this area. Here's the VWAP, okay? We come out here and look at it. We're coming down and we're bouncing off of it. We're about 11 cents still above 5. So this thing can still come down and touch 5 and bounce up again. But we're still seeing it sell off. So congratulations, Brad. If you're still in the trade, you're looking good. Technical difficulties are just part of the game, Howie says, and that is so true. So true. I'm glad we landed into our first hiccup with not a ton of people in all at once. It would suck to lose the stream if we were, 18 to 100 people deep, and then we lose the stream, and I start it back up, and we only have half the people half the day. I mean, I'm just happy you're here. I don't care if there's 5. I don't care if there's only one of you here. I'm just extremely grateful that I'm not talking to the air. Because I will. If you guys aren't here, I'm still here every day, Monday through Friday, 8 till 12, spitting out the best commentary for these markets, for these crazy, volatile markets. That's what I'm here to do, and I also take live trades for you guys every single day if I find the right risk reward. That's what we do here, guys. We protect our capital first, and then we make more capital second. All right, if you're protecting your capital, you can show up to the market every single day. You can show up to market every single day if you got money, but you can't show up and take another trade if you blow your account up. And we know what it's like to blow up an account, right? If you've been around for a while and you're an active trader, if you didn't blow up your account, you came close, or you've at least seen the concepts of how it could happen very quickly. Well, let's see. Is this SPY actually going to give us a bid? No, it's still falling, guys. We're at 410.61. Let's take a look at SECO. SECO is back up to that $4 area. We know that $4 area is going to be tight because that's where a lot of its, its shares have been traded in that area. It's a very high VWAP. Oh, I am on TikTok. We should start mentioning that. I'll start saying that you can find me on TikTok as well. Definitely, yeah. And if you guys do want to go on TikTok, look up Lo-Fi Trader, all one word, on TikTok. Go ahead and watch that candlestick pattern. We just put that out yesterday. Actually, Howie, why don't you throw that up in chat? Take that TikTok and throw that in the chat. So if anybody gets the opportunity or chance to, they can click on that TikTok and also help support us there. We're going to try and bring more content every single day. We're going to try and do a nice little clip for YouTube Shorts, for TikTok, just to try and bring this community, try and build it up more, try and do a little bit more every single day in these markets if we can, guys, for you. We want to see you come to the market well prepared every single day, and if we can do that by teaching you candlestick patterns, by teaching you the ways, the art, the way to paint a chart, and that's what we'll do, baby. That's what we'll do. Let's make some money. DraftKings still trading sideways, not really trading with the overall market. it really seems like everything's kind of trading in conjunction with each other. Lucid doesn't like us today. That breakout that we took might want to go back again and take a look at these breakouts that have these huge sell-offs at first. I was looking at this yesterday, if you guys remember, and I said, oh, this thing's got a huge sell-off. The only hope we have is if it holds this $11 area. And it did. It did hold that $11 area. We did take the breakout trade, but it doesn't look like it's going to be too promising, at least for today. If we see another day of tight trading action, as long as this thing doesn't sell off in the after hours, while I'm trying to hold this, then I think we'll be all right. But in the morning, if I wake up, I got 10 shares of this thing. If this thing gats down to 10, gaps down to 9, then hey, we lose 20 bucks. Big deal, guys. Big deal. We don't need to worry and sweat about 20 bucks when we're making hundreds, okay? You're gonna have losses in these. You're gonna have losses and you're gonna have wins, okay? And that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Speaking of cookies, Grandma needs some cookies. I'm dying. I'm hungry here. No, it'd be kind of cool if Grandma lived here. Just kind of like like Wedding Crashers. Ma, meatloaf. Ma, bring the meatloaf. Wish I could do that, but the wife would probably just come in here and tell me to make it myself. She's working hard too, guys. She's working hard. Happy to be here. Unfortunately, I busted my MCL. I'm wobbling around. I'm looking kind of silly while I walk around, but I'm just so happy it happened because I never would have got here. I would never have started the streaming channel, and this is my passion, guys. This is my passion. I absolutely love doing this, and I love being here. I love the fact that I'm here, that I'm able to be here, that I have the time to be here today, and let's keep up the good work. Let's keep on keeping on, guys. We got 72 subscribers, and we're going to keep on rolling, baby. So, NYT, NYT, we would still be in this trade if we ended up taking it. We would have used this as our stop loss. So this is just something we're going to keep an eye on just because it would have been an earnings continuation play. And you know me, I love those earnings continuation plays. There's not going to be too many more of them because the earnings is going to kind of slow down, guys. We've already seen quite a few of those earnings. So those earnings plays, they come and go. You'll see like most of last month and this month so far, we've had a lot of earnings, and it's all been the big tech names. We've had SoFi, Microsoft, Snap, we've had Meta. What else have we had, guys? There's been so many. We got DraftKings is coming up, which I should probably go over. So DraftKings is coming up on the 16th. Okay, this being a trend trade, so to speak, I'm gonna hold this through earnings, but I want to also make sure anytime I add into this that I'm not too overweighted in this, because playing earnings is more of a gamble. Now I could go on and on why I have so much proof of concept of why DraftKings is going to be skyrocketing and so much higher, but there's so much going on in the background, guys, that you really have no clue. You have no real clue if this is, if this is going to come out with higher than expected numbers, or if their guidance is going to come out and they're going to say, yeah, we expect our guidance numbers to be this and this. You never know what they're going to say, so it really is a gamble. And I don't like to gamble. I've only interviewed one person that ever took trades before pre-market. And she was in a big prop firm. She knew a lot of people, knew a lot of traders. She focused on risk management. And I interviewed her, and she was cool. She was making a lot of money. And then I seen that we had a really, really bad earnings season last year. And I reached out to her just to see if she was okay, and she wouldn't even message me back. And she was a very good interview. She was a very good person, and I don't get the vibe that, that she would just ignore me like that. Now I could have been ignored. Hey, we all have been ignored, and it doesn't feel good. But I can say this: I have a feeling because I reached out and we had a nice interview, and she gave me all the reasons why she's doing so good at these earnings, pre-earnings. when I call her again after all these earnings came up and they looked like it was good, but good news was bad news and everybody lost money, then she's not answering my call. So I have a feeling that she blew up and she just doesn't want to talk about it. And I know quite a few people that have a really bad taste in their mouth because, not of earnings, but because of not knowing their risk management, because getting too excited, because going all in on something they shouldn't have, because they didn't cut their losses too quick, and they got a bad taste in their mouth, you know. And you know, it sucks because trading can be awesome, guys. Trading can be fun as long as you're not a sweaty trader. I love saying that. Especially if you're wearing a doo-doo green shirt, you don't want to be a sweaty trader, right? You really start stinking. But guys, I'm going to be here every day, Monday through Friday, 8 till 12, trading live content for you every single day and commentary. You'll notice the only time I take a breath during this 4-hour stream is either if I lose internet, which hopefully that never happens again, or if I need to take a sip of coffee. Other than that, I'm giving you 4 hours of commentary on all your favorite stocks. If it's not your favorite, it's because you're not putting it in the comment section. Because I promise you, if you put it in the comment section, I will look at your ticker, I will talk about your ticker, and I will tell you the honest things that I see on a technical analysis basis. If I provide you any form of entertainment or anything is benefiting you today, please hit that subscribe button, guys. I want you to hit that subscribe button. I want you to help support this channel. I want you to show me that you're here, that you're a trader, and you want to do better every single day. And that's why we start at 8, guys. I want to get you ready and prepped every day at pre-market. We want to get you prepped and ready. We want to make sure that you know what's going on. So if you like it, hit that subscribe. Hit that subscribe. Hey, bring my 72 up to 100. All right, let's do it, baby. Let's do it. XM, again, it's still sitting down here. It's still trading above its previous day. It does look juicy. But guys, the more I think about it, the more I say, hey, that's not the trade. It is the trade, but it's not the trade. It's a trade inside of a trade. Too much going on, guys. There's too much going on. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to keep waiting. We got 20 more minutes, guys. 20 more minutes, and then I'm cutting this stream. I tell you, I don't even want to. Isn't that crazy? That's how freaking passionate I am about this. I'm so stinking passionate about this, guys, that I don't want to leave. I want to sit here all stinking day until that bell rings at 4. Then I want to go grab a bite to eat, and I want to come back, and I want to get ready for the next day. I want to make new videos for you guys. I want to go, go, go. How do I feel about crypto? I'll tell you how I feel about crypto. When it comes to crypto, guys, it's really, really, really simple with me. BTC. This is my crypto. Okay? What do I mean by that? It's really simple. This is Bitcoin. All right? If I were to trade anything, this is what I would look at. This is your S&P 500 for crypto. Okay? When I look at this, I see a new trend change. This could possibly make a new trend. We could throw the moving averages on here. We could look at all of it. So you could look at a bunch of different things. We could look at a bunch of different cryptocurrencies. But what it all comes down to is this is what I would look at. Okay? I would look at Bitcoin and I would say, hey, does this look like an area where I want to take a long-term trend change in Bitcoin? Or is this something I don't want to touch? That being said, guys, I don't look at all those other shit coins. You can, and we will. If something's, you're looking at AMP? We can look at AMP. That's American Financials, but AMP, I think maybe it's AMP. Is it not AMP? What about Cardano? What's some of those? Give me a crypto that we can look at. You give me a crypto to look at, and we'll look at it. But right now, when I look at crypto, I'm just looking at Bitcoin. If Bitcoin's doing well, I know your crap coins are doing well too. You know, so yeah, look at this, guy. I keep coming back to it. I can't help myself. It just looks too juicy. It looks like it's getting ready to ramp up and take off on the 15-minute. You know, it's just hanging out there. It's lingering. You know, but I'm not seeing any huge volume today. I'm not seeing anything crazy. Let's see how the market's doing before we get too excited. Revert back to the mean. We'll keep taking a look at things. Yeah, look at this sell-off. Look, it's right down there on that 410 again. It's touching right on that 410 again. Oh man. Let's see how Tesla's doing. Yeah. What? Tesla's still getting bought up? I thought for sure we'd be close to our stop loss by now, guys. Tesla's still getting bought up in this $200 area. People are still soaking this thing up. You love to see it. You love to see it. Maybe we could see this thing turn around at 410 now. You know, this thing's trading between 410 and 420, and it's looking really good. I didn't want to see it come all the way down to 410, obviously. I was hoping to see some more trading action, some more consolidation above this base to create a whole nother base in this area, but it's not ready yet. And heck, it might not, you know, it just might not do it. But I do like this 410 area, and I do think we can see some more proofs of concept in that. Doge to the moon. I don't know if you guys know all the story behind Doge, but there was a man named, I don't know his name, but Dogecoin, D-O-G-E. So here's Dogecoin, guys. There was a guy in this who was a millionaire. I mean, he had over $1 million, and he had a YouTube channel, and this guy never sold. He never sold. He never took profits, nothing. But he had conviction in Dogecoin, and he put everything he had into it, and he had over $1 million, and he never sold out. And this thing went all the way back down to 1188. Isn't that crazy? It's crazy. It really is. And if you look at this picture, okay, this is on the daily, and then look at this picture, okay. You get this build up, this early pump, this run up, and then this parabolic move. Well, it comes back for the dip buy. Well, Dogecoin had an early run up or early pump, then it had that sustaining sideways buying power, a breakout, it went parabolic, and it came down. Now, is this the area where Dogecoin is going to get bought up and we're going to see another leg higher? I don't know. We could, but I know technical analysis works on all ends. It works in crypto. Technical analysis works in equities. Technical analysis works for options because it's still following the same price movement as these, except for options, so they have like time decay and all this stuff that makes it maybe not a lot harder, but it definitely adds a rule set that is, it makes it a lot more interesting, we'll say, okay? And that's what my boy Stu does. He likes to take contracts. It's just, I hate seeing that time decay, so I can't really get into it, because when I get into something, I like to be able to let it work, you know? I don't care if it takes weeks or months to make it work now. I want to see it work initially right away, and then, let's see, Doge to the moon. I bought in at $10 and sold at like 40, my first trade ever. You know, that's great to hear. That is so good to hear, Howie, that you actually got in and then got back out, you know? And hopefully when you seen it go higher than 40, you didn't have all this weird fear of missing out kind of FOMO that people have. And I have that all the time, you know? Heck, XM is going to take off here, you know, because I've looked at it a million times, and this thing's going to break out, and I'm going to go, you know, I want to get more in, you know, or, you know, whatever, after I already had got out or I wanted to get more in, and it takes off, and it's like, you know, so hopefully when you did that 10 to 40 and you got out, you were just thoroughly impressed with yourself and you were happy, because when these things go way, way, way higher, you just sit there scratching your head going, what the heck did I do? Why did I sell out to make $5? I could be up 50, you know, or whatever. It's all relative. Money is fractal, guys. $10 to me might be $100 to the next guy. It might be pennies to the next guy. So it's all relative. That's why we like to use percentage gains, percentage losses here. We get an overall understanding of how it's going to affect our account. So if I tell you, guys, listen, I am up 5% on Tesla, you know, and you know where I took it, you know where that 5% is, then you know where you're at, where you took that trade. If you decided to take that trade, if you found confluency in that trade, then you know where you're at. If I say I made 5% and you made 5%, that doesn't mean I made, you know, you guys are making me nervous. Good job, Howie. You guys are making me nervous. Granny Randy, you don't need to be nervous. Not here. That's one thing we do here. We are not sweaty traders. When we get in, we know our risk. Okay? If you don't know your risk, you're gambling, and we don't gamble. We definitely do not gamble on this trade, or if we do gamble, we make sure we know that we're gambling and we know exactly how much we're willing to risk. The last time I took a gamble, I had the opportunity to lose $24. Instead, I gained 168%, making over $40-something. It was awesome. I absolutely loved it, and it was just one of those things that I get to bring up and talk to you guys about, like that same trade. So I can bring it up. I can bring it up for you right now, actually. MGAM, or MSGM. Check it out. The green is where I got in, the red is where I sold, and that all happened within 4 hours. Yeah, 4 hours, guys. Bought in it right in the aftermarket when I seen it gapping up, and then I sold it the next morning when I seen it gapping up. So there's just so many ways to play in the stock market. That's why we got to show up every day, guys. That's why I show up early every day at 8, and I always go until noon. I start at 8 to give you guys a pre-market prep so we can understand what's going on in the market before we show up, so we can have our game plan, so we can say, hey, if the SPY goes up, these are the resistance areas. If the SPY goes down, here are the resistance areas. And just like I told you guys, we're wanting to trade sideways. And look at this. Every day, I put this in white so you guys wouldn't forget. Okay, this is the $410 area, and look at this. On the 15-minute, guys, on the 15-minute, other than the market push open, we have nothing but sustainable buying power, or selling power right here. And then look where we finally get a small bounce. We're getting it right here at that 410. Okay, this is why we do this, guys. This is why I'm here. I'm doing my absolute best to make sure you guys know your levels, that you guys know how to play things safe, that you know your risks, so that way you can earn that Rari. All right, let's take a sip, Shawana, and then we'll get right back to the lip-splitting, ear-wigging stock market commentate. Oh, that's so good. I'm telling you, coffee with just a little bit. Now, I was just telling you guys this morning, I drink my coffee black, right? But I poured my extra coffee, because I don't want to bring the whole coffee pot in here. I poured the extra coffee into a cup. That cup from yesterday had my hot chocolate. Had my hot chocolate in it. So when I go to pour that out into my coffee cup, into my Turkey Trotting coffee cup, it comes out with a little bit of that choco taste, that chocolatey deliciousness, you know, and I love it. I love it. It's a nice little surprise, a little sweetener into my coffee. I don't know what I did to deserve it, but I deserve it. Heck, why not? Let's check on Tesla, guys. Tesla at this 200 psychological area. I've gone over it with you guys 1,000 times now, and we're gonna go over 1,000 more. It's gonna get drilled into your head more than you need, so that way if you're doing this for anyone else, you can feel confident and comfortable in front of them. We decided to take this breakout, guys, and I've told you time and time again, if we see this build and we see this breakout, Tesla usually can get some legs. Okay, so I had very high conviction over this, guys, very high conviction over this trade, and we bought the breakout. We bought right when it broke out because I'm expecting Tesla to just run, right? Now, this isn't buy or sell recommendations for any of you guys. This is just what I'm doing. This is how I work. This is how I do things. This is how I protect my capital. And I always take first small share size after knowing my risk. So right here, we took an extra 5 shares. When I say extra 5 shares, is because we already bought 5 shares down here, guys, after we had this big move up in the morning open, and knowing that we're close to this $200 psychological level that's bumped its head previous on the in December. It's bumped its head twice. We know when it came back up here, I sold off 3 of my 5 shares, and I've been holding onto those shares ever since. It's never given me any real reason to sell those shares. So when I seen another move popping up, just like we seen in XM, but this one gives me more conviction because of the psychological $200, the bumping of its head, and now we're wanting to push higher. So I bought it. I'm holding $30 is my stop loss right here at 194. Okay. My whole objective on this is just to at least hold it for 1 day so we can get a better idea what's going on with this trade tomorrow. We want to try and hold on to everything for at least a day. So try not to let yourself get stopped out that first day. If you get stopped out that first day, that's fine. Get yourself out. If that's where your risk was, you're going to get yourself out. That's that. So as long as you're doing that and you're doing these things properly and you're staying disciplined and you're not just moving your stop loss down, 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 down and saying, oh, maybe it'll bounce back here. Man. No, you knew where your risk was. You knew where you were supposed to get out. Now, can the SPY sustain this buying power off that 410 area? I don't know. I really, really do respectively hope that it does. But I'm telling you, I almost want to add into this Tesla. And I did tell you guys, if we see proof of concept and this thing bounces back down, that I might add into it. Okay? I'm not going to add into this. I'm not. Because $30 for me is enough to make me sweat. If this starts trading down here, guys, I'm going to want to get out. I'm not going to want to be in this trade. And if I add into this trade and I take a huge conviction trade on this, I'm not going to want to leave this computer at noon. I'm not going to want to try and, add into it because I know that if it comes down, my risk is going to be a little screwed up. So I'm sticking to what I know, guys. I'm sticking to this, and we're going to see where this trade takes us. Right now, we're up a little over $13 on this trade that we took for you this morning. Let's go through the rest of our trades before we end taking off here. We got 7 people watching, though. We're doing pretty good, guys. Listen, before I have to take off in 5 minutes, which I do not want to, I might just go use a restroom break, come right back, pop on, and kick some butt. But listen, guys, we got London on the track. So if we look at XM, we're still trading above that downward descending trend line, okay? We still have made our money on it. We're still holding 13 shares in this. All right, it came down and it touched that 10, it squatted on it, broke the trend line, and now we're respectively hoping that this will move higher. So we'll see. We will see. DraftKings still trading sideways from this morning. Lucid, yeah, Lucid's finally showing a little bit. It's showing that it, it doesn't want to just sell all the way off, but blah, SKYX, like I was telling you earlier, guys, we're going to expect some of this sell-off pressure from up here. But I can't get out of this thing. I've already bought in. We're 1, 2, 3 days into it. Now, usually I would take half out. All right. We only have 25 shares, so if this thing tanks, we're going to be down $5, I think. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. We got 7 people in here, guys. If I'm bringing you any type of entertainment, any type of content, if I'm helping you play things safe, if I'm helping you show where your risk should be, if I'm showing you where to get a Rari, which I'm not, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I got 72 people that love and care for me. Show me that you can be one of those too. I'm here every day, Monday through Friday, 8 till 12, kicking butt with my commentary. I spit it all day long, and I hope you guys love it. Howie says, I got to head into work, brother. Keep up the good work. Well, listen, Howie, I just really appreciate your dedication, man. I appreciate you stepping up to the plate, helping me make TikToks, kicking butt, helping me do what I love to do most. So thank you. And drive safe on your way to work, brother. All right, guys. Let's continue SoFi. SoFi, finally finding a bid here. It's finally showing a little bit of that sell-off power. It's finally showing it's starting to slow down, and hopefully it can take off and show us a little bit more proof of concept. I like this wedge pattern here, guys. I really do. And it almost looks like, hey, you're breaking out. You're breaking out. So maybe I add in those 10 more shares here, guys. So we added in 10 shares here. Remember, I drew a little mark for you. I think I'm going to add 10 more shares in right here. So we're up to that 95. All right. We're going to join the bid. We're going to see if we get this. This is my 3rd trade on live stream. I do this here for you every single day, guys. I show you proof of concept. I show you risk. I show you reward. I don't show you Raris. I'm not ever going to drive a Rari because I promise you if I had that kind of money, I would just put it right back into the stock market. I'd put it into VTI or VOO, a dividend stock that's going to continue to pay you out, that always is earning money, at least on average for the past however long it's been open, but it goes up roughly with the S&P 500 about 7 to 9% yearly. So if you like those odds, if you like that guaranteed money, I would always consider, before trying to trade the stock market or get too far into it, go to VITI or VOO, the ticker symbol, just like this, VOO, okay? And you can go ahead and you can dollar cost average into this thing as you wish. Now, the last time I took a trade in VOO to help dedicate my and solidify my savings is if you look at SPY right down here at 400, before I started even streaming, when this came down and kept touching 400 here and bouncing off, the last time it came down to 400, I bought one more share. It's as simple as that. If you find concept in these bottoms, in these, you know, so this is breaking out and now we're trading just above that 377. Well, I like 377. You know, maybe I want to buy one. So I go into here, I type 1, and then I'll join the bid. Here we go. And now I got one more share. All right, guys. So now I have a total of 13 shares of the VOO. I also have quite a few shares of the VITI. I use that to help sustain buying margin with my brother. He didn't know too much about the market when he first started, and so I just showed him how to take your savings and you put your savings into the market while it's at a lower period, and we can look at different things like you know, trends. Guys, it's 12 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock. We still got 6 people watching me. I want you, if you are here and you're not liked, you haven't subscribed yet, I want you to hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We're up to 72 people. I'd like to see 100 by the end of the week. It's Wednesday now. We got 2 more days to do it. So if you got any friends or family that might be interested in awesome stock commentary, awesome live trading, if you think it might just tickle their fancy to have on some lo-fi music in the background and help support your boy, then do it. Send it out. Give them that early Christmas present, that early birthday gift. I am Dave. I'm with Lo-Fi Trading, and we are here every day from 8 until noon. I just don't want to get off here, guys. I do not. It's a beautiful thing. AARY, AEHR, yeah, AEHR beat us up this morning. That was our loss. We took the breakout. We held on to it the next day, and we sold out when it hit our stop loss. So that's good. That's really, really good. Now, hopefully, we come back to Tesla. We can kick some butt. So guys, this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna try something new. We're gonna go ahead and we're going to I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to get rid of my face, and I'm going to leave this up so we can keep an eye on Tesla, so we can keep an eye on the SPY, and we'll just leave the music up and running. Not really sure if that's like the best concept, is to let that happen, but we're gonna try it today, and we're gonna let this thing run all the way up until tomorrow or tonight. We'll let it run up until market close. How about that? So we're gonna try something new today. We're gonna let this thing run to market close, and if we got any people that are watching, you can listen to Lo-Fi. You can keep an eye on the tickers that we have up. Maybe I'll come in here every once in a while and I'll switch things around to see, you know, what exactly we want to do. You know, maybe I'll put AI up here because it's a pretty interesting ticker, or we can just do Tesla in general. I don't know. If you guys have any ideas, just let me know. I just want to do the absolute best trading, absolute best source of content that you possibly could get, guys. So appreciate your time here. Thank you for being here, and I hope you guys have a good one. Thank you.